Ladies and gentlemen, welcome nga pala dito sa ating show. Ay magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, and this is the Earth Hour Showmatch, kung saan matutunghayan nyo ang paborito nyo mga pro teams at esports personalities maglaro for the Earth Week fundraising campaign as a way to speak up for nature. Ako nga pala, si Berting Magiting, ang isa sa mga shoutcaster for today. Siyempre, kasama ko walang iba kundi si Infinity.
Yo, what's up guys? Siyempre, welcome sa lahat ng viewers natin sa araw na ito. Kamusta ka naman, Berting? Kasi ang rinig ko, sobrang thrilled ang maaabangan natin later on. Hindi basta-basta showmatch ang usual natin makikita. We are featuring teams and we are featuring esports personalities that we are used to seeing. But now, we are in it for something bigger than gaming.
Yes, indeed. And sobrang exciting nga ngayon, Infinity, para sa WWF Earth Hour Showmatch na mapapanood ng mga tao ngayon sa PPGL, Facebook at YouTube pages. This week, we have a launch Earth Week kung saan meron tayong fundraising para sa provision ng 100 education modules para sa Filipino students.
Tama. And syempre, this is supported by PPGL, Philippines, Globe, at ng Riot Games. Maraming salamat rin sa WWF. Syempre, tiring gamers, sinusuportahan itong cause na ito ever since I've been an advocate of responsible gaming. And I think lahat naman tayo, diba? And hindi lang basta laro-laro. And I think it's really something that is very important na mabalance yung school and other hobbies, work, right? And I think the answer for that one is really to manage your time very well.
Tama ka dyan, and we really encourage everyone to donate or kahit as simple as sharing this stream, mga kaibigan, para ma-voice yung ating mga speak up for nature during today's Earth Hour. And actually, kahit hindi lang ngayong araw, hanggang sa susunod pang mga taon, ang future kasi natin, Infinity, ay nasa atin din, and we have the power to shape our future, di lang para sa atin, pero para din sa mga susunod na henerasyon. And take note nga pala, yung ating mga background for the WWF works to help local communities conserve natural resources and depend upon transform markets and policies toward sustainability and protect and restore species and their habitats. And about naman pala sa mga nanonood dyan, about sa ating Earth Hour, by the way, ang WWF encourage people around the world to switch off their lights off to call attention to climate change. Today, Earth Hour aims to increase awareness and spark global conversation on protecting nature, not only to combat climate crisis, no, Infinity, but to ensure our own health, happiness, prosperity, and even survival. And ang ating Earth Week nga pala for this year's Earth Hour, Philippines teams up with Worldwide Funds Nature Philippines organization Earth Week, a fundraising campaign and an online fundraising playthrough series for the provision of 100 education modules to Filipino students. Filipino gamers are encouraged to donate and speak up on how they can be responsible gamers and social conscious consumers.
Speaking of helping, you can donate now for the provision of 100 education modules para sa Filipino students, and you can see on your screens on just how to do so. Napakaraming ways to donate, and ako myself, when this campaign has started na rin. So we first have GCash or USSD. So you can dial *143 hashtag and enter 9, pick GCash. Input 5, then click reply on the top right for pay bills. Input 3, 4 by search and click reply on the top right. Input WWF, then click on reply on the top right. Then input 1, then click on reply on the top right to access the WWF alert. Then for the next one, we also have a way for you guys to donate through the BPI app. Go to transfer tab, then tap on transfer, then tap transfer to third party, then fill out the details. WWF BPI account is 199-305-3194. Double check the details, then tap confirm. Another way of donating to WWF is also BDO Unibank app. Go to send money tab, then tap on to any BDO account. Enter the donation amount in the WWF BDO account is 00421-000-3967. Then tap continue. Then once again, double check the details, then press continue. Last but definitely not the least is we're gonna have a way for you guys to donate through the PayPal app as well. In the home screen, tap send. The search tab, enter donations at wwf.org.ph. Enter the donation amount, then tap next. Then Gcash, you can donate through opening Gcash and click on Pay Bills. Scroll down and click on Others. Then lastly, scroll down and click on WWF.
And tama ka doon, no? Infinity, kahit sa simpleng ways lang, no, nag-sharing the stream or encourage everyone to enough. Alam mo, walang paligoy-ligoy kahit ang ating League of Legends Wild Rift Pro teams are supporting Earth Hour and fresh na fresh lang rin naman sila. From last week Wild Rift, si Icon Series pre-season.
Absolutely. I mean, from the grand finals of the Icon Series PH, now we're down here at the Earth Hour Showmatch. So I'm very, very happy to see this team supporting our cause and uniting with us. Sino nga bang hindi ma-excited sa mga games ng Sunsparks and Nexplay Esports, right? So napakabilis, isang linggo lang, mainit na naman ang laban na makikita natin. And syempre mamaya meron din tayong matches from the esports personalities and influencers right after.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, very exciting para dito sa mga pro teams natin na maglalaro for this day. At di lang yon Infinity, hindi lang naman mga pro teams ang maglalaro dahil meron din tayong mga Wild Rift or League of Legends Wild Rift influencer na maglalaro din para dito sa ating show match. Very exciting, no, para sa araw na ito.
Tama ka dyan. And I think there's really a lot to expect right now. And what I've heard is the teams are gonna be ready very, very soon. Kaya let's go now to the games. But you know what, Berting, napanood natin yung mga laban ng Nexplay Esports and Sunsparks and the rest of the teams in the Icon series. And one word that could describe it is very intense. Actually, 2 words yun, no? Pero intense, pwede na rin, no?
Intense.
Pero, Berting, ano masasabi mo sa mga napanood nating games in the past week?
Alam mo ako, sobrang mangha para dito sa mga Filipino pro players natin for the Wild Rift, even though na sobrang bago pa lang yung Wild Rift dito sa Philippines, but nakikita mo talaga yung potential ng mga Filipino pagdating sa mga international league. Like, well, we know naman the Nexplay, no? Sila yung current number 1 dito sa Pilipinas. Well, that is my own opinion, pero kita mo naman with the pre-season, tiniri-zero nila yung Sunsparks, but still Sunsparks, they can still improve para dito sa tournament natin dahil marami pang tournament ang lalabas dito mismo sa Wild Rift.
And speaking of the teams, Nexplay Esports and Sunsparks, sino nga ba sila? So Nexplay Esports, we have Horizon, Zimich, Chole, Disaster, Joshi, and Uzi. And for Sunsparks, we have 5722, Maze, Sets, Fate, and RTG.
Grabe, no. Ito Infinity, no, for the side of Sunsparks, we know naman isa sa mga pinaka highlights player dito, walang iba kundi si 5722. Pero syempre, andun din yung ating mga esports personalities. For the side of White PANDAS, no, nandiyan si Yasumeow, Hypebeks, Angelailaila, Julianapzuu, and si Fofi. And for the side naman of Green KOALAS, nandiyan naman si Riku, Kaisaya, Yvenne, Nicknokmanok, and Vambby. Napakatindi ng mga influencers natin for this day.
Mainit-init talaga ang laban. Yun lang talaga yung masasabi natin. Kasi, diba, yung mga names na kasali right now, esports personalities, pro teams, everything, all around, it's gonna be very, very fun and intense matches later on. But, Berting, what can we expect? How is the matches gonna occur later in our show match?
I think for this day kasi meron tayong onting technical difficulties, pero for sure makakita tayo ng mga magagandang laro para dito sa side ng Sunspark, also ng Nexplay. Same with the influencer natin, pero unfortunately hindi sila magkakalaban for this day because of the meron tayong problema. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala dahil for sure papakitaan tayo ng mga teams, also ng mga influencer natin kung how to play properly sa League of Legends Wild Rift, no, Infinity.
Absolutely. So later on, each invited teams will have a classic game match instead. The games will start at around 7 p.m. So roughly mga ganito. Soon, we're gonna have them already on screen. Then in line with the Earth Hour happening from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight. So just a reminders, for everyone to connect to Earth and support nature.
Yes, indeed. And sa mga nanonood dyan, guys, please do share the stream. And syempre, like yung page ng PPGL para mas marami pa pong tao ang maenganyong tumulong para dito sa Earth Hour natin. And take note, in just a little bit, hinihintay na lang din natin yung ating mga pro teams na maglaro para dito sa Wild Rift Showmatch. And very exciting, no, Infinity, kung ano bang klaseng gameplay ang ipapakita nila sa atin.
Absolutely. Very, very exciting. And of course, ano nga bang PPGL? It's basically the largest multi-game esports league in the Philippines, organized by Philippines and Globe Telecom. Reinvent your world with hashtag Globe5G, available in selected areas.
And sa mga ano dyan, guys, wait lang dahil hinihintay rin talaga natin yung mga teams para makapaglaro na. Pero ito Infinity, ikaw ba? Kanina tinanong mo ako about sa Sunsparks, also the Nexplay. Ikaw ba? Ano ba ang tingin mo sa kanila sa ngayon after the Icon Series pre-season na naganap last week?
For Sunsparks, Yasumeow, right?
Yasumeow.
5722 is the master of Yasumeow. He is the king of playing the Yasumeow. And like, he is very familiar with the 0-6 power spike, right, of a Yasumeow. Then for Nexplay Esports, of course, the grand champions of the Icon Series PH, probably the top team and the best team right now in the Philippines. So what else can we expect? They are the grand finalists, and they're gonna play later on in their show match in classic matches. So it's gonna be very exciting, Berting Magiting, and really, really I'm thankful na natanong mo yun. Kasi alam mo yun, excited na talaga ako.
Very exciting, no? Lalo na kay 5722 kung meron naman siyang bagong champion bukod kay Yasuo. Well, gumamit naman siya ng ibang champion, but 5722 parang parang nakadikit na sa kanya yung Yasuo na champion doon talaga sa pangalan niya. And for the side of Nexplay, siguro gusto natin makakita pa ng more highlight plays para doon sa kanila dahil doon sa pinakita nila for the pre-season. Feeling ko bitin pa tayo doon Feeling ko mas meron pa silang mas magandang ibibigay para dito sa ating Earth Hour Showmatch. And take note, Infinity, malapit na ang ating summer split para dito sa Icon Series. So basically, yung mga teams natin nagte-training na rin talaga, and may siguro meron tayong makikita mga players na doon mismo sisikat.
Absolutely. And of course, sa mga kakarating lang dito, hop on in and join our cause. Kasi the future is of course on our hands, diba? Tayo yung mag-set ng future natin. So really up. Please do speak up for nature, everyone. The future of our planet is in your hands. What happens next is up to you. So this is your turn, your planet, your power, your chance to shape a better world for generations to come.
Yes, indeed. So, ano pang hinihintay nyo, guys, sa mga nanonood dyan as of now? Please do share the stream para marami pang tao ang makakita ng ating Earth Hour Showmatch. Malay mo, dahil sa pag-share nyo, nabigani sila makapag-donate para tumulong mismo dito sa ating Mother Nature na tinatawag nga natin. Speak up for nature, ika nga nila. And sa mga nanonood, please do comment the hashtag Speak Up for Nature dahil yan yung ano natin, or Connect to Earth kung ika nga nila, no? And Infinity, so ako sobrang talaga sobrang after the pre-season, pag-usapan naman natin yung mga influencer. Ito kasi sa influencer kasi meron kasing challenger. Si Kaisaya. Infinity, ikaw ba bilang shoutcaster as of now, kung ikaw ba magiging player para dito sa influencer, mas gugustuhin mo bang kalaban si Kaisaya or
Kampe. Challenger. Challenger rank. Birthday, grabe yung kataas-taasan, diba? Kataas-taasang rank. Pero ayun na nga, Berting Magiting, right now on our screens are the players of Nexplay Esports and Sunsparks. Medyo intense to. Makikita natin sila maglaro mamaya sa mga classic matches. I'm really excited to see on both these teams if Sunsparks is gonna dominate once again with their Yasuo pick from 5722, if Nexplay Esports is just gonna sweep out the matches later on.
Yes, indeed. And very exciting nga sabi mo nga dito. And gusto ko lang makakita dito sa site ng Sunsparks, ano ba yung mga bago nila para dito sa game natin, and mukhang magsisimula na ang game natin, Infinity.
So let's kick off the first match for today's Earth Hour playthrough series.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 3 series between Nexplay versus the Sunsparks. Kita mo naman yung damage mismo na binibigay Infinity ng ating Draven sa side ng SS, but the Jhin will still alive doon mismo sa mid lane.
It's gonna be very intense. Right now, we're gonna have our first little bit of a trade-off in the jungle. It's gonna be the 3-man marksman for the side of Sunsparks. They're just going for pokes around. Joshi is actually very, very low. Disaster forced to flash away, and now that is Nexplay Esports fallen back for now as Sunsparks has a very, very dominating early game. But you know what's very interesting here, Berting? We have an all-team, all-draft marksman for these two teams.
Oo nga puro ADC, no? Yung line ng Sunsparks. Biglang yun, Infinity. Sobrang aggressive din dito ng Sunsparks para sa side ng Nexplay. Talagang kinukuha ka, ini-invade nila yung ating red invade dito, pero mukhang mayroon tayong bakbakan Infinity.
Oh, Fate actually forced a flash away, but you have Horizon to just dash in and put another one down. It's gonna be the two free kills for the side of Nexplay Esports. Our current standing is 3-0 in favor of NXP as we have 1-for-1 trade-off as Ashe falls down and Kaisa falls down.
Yes, indeed. And that is a good trade for the side of Nexplay, no? Lamang sila sa 4 na kills. We have a 5-1 standing as of now. But look at the lineup, Infinity, na meron tayo. I think mas lamang dito ang Nexplay pagdating sa late game because of the Kaisa, Bane, also the Ashe na meron sila. Ano ba sa tingin mo?
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree because you have for the side of Sunsparks that is very, very strong in the early game. You have the Draven, right? And the Misfortune as well. But when you're playing up against Nexplay Esports with a draft that is very, very strong in late game with Zeemich with this Jhin and Uzi with the Vayne, right? In terms of the late games, it's just true damage power for the Vayne and Mitch just going around bursting down enemy team.
Yes, tama ka doon. At di lang yun, no? Yung Vayne din talaga pag nag-late game, sobrang lakas niya, lalo na pag meron siyang final R. Yun kasi yung pinaka-ace dito ng isang Vayne, yung final R niya. And thus, the tumble, mag-i-invisible na kagad siya doon. So, pwede mo ma-micro yung kalaban nyo. And kita mo naman yung ginagawa dito, Infinity, ng both teams natin. Tamang farm lang sila, while Joshi and Mitch mukhang may bakbakan tayo sa gitna.
Oh, Joshi is actually going for the pressure, but the root actually connects and Kaisa falls down. Another free kill for the side of Nexplay Esports.
Ganun lang, kabilis, no? Hindi pa tapos ang laban natin, Infinity. Dito sa may bandang baba yung double up. Take note, guys. Patay dito yung Draven sa may bandang blue box ng Sunspark. And Joshi will kill Fate. It's gonna be a 2v1. And there you go, Ezreal will fall down.
Hey, like that Kaisa jungler, but a curtain call is now being casted by Zeemich, falling down to Set, and that is another kill going to the side of Nexplay Esports. And right now, it's a 6K gold lead for NXP.
Oh, napakaangas yung PvP, lalo na ng Nexplay. Talagang gusto nilang i-invade kagad yung side ng Sunspark. Wearing late mula dito sa Draven just to clear the minions dito sa may bandang bottom lane, while the Sunspark behind sila dito pagdating sa gold. Also sa kills, kita mo yung damage din talaga, no, Infinity, ng ibang miyembro ng Nexplay Esports.
Yeah, and I like what Draven did there, the ultimate under the turret to just clear out the wave, because the first turret blood gives you a lot of gold for your team, and just delaying that setup for the side of NXP means that Sunsparks could really have a chance to bring them back in a 5K gold deficit.
And tignan mo naman, Infinity, yung lamang mismo ng Nexplay pagdating sa item na meron tayo, IE para sa Jhin, meron din BRK mismo yung ating Vayne, also the Mana Moon, pero kita ko naman yung damage dito, Infinity, ng ibang miyembro ng Sunsparks, and they will kill the Ashe. Also, that is a 1-2 trade, no? Lamang pa rin naman dito yung Nexplay Esports pagdating sa trade na meron tayo sa may bandang Dragon Lane. And kita mo, damage.
Wow. I actually thought that Joshi is gonna dive in under the turret. That was actually quite surprising. But the fight is not gonna be over as we have Devil right now into the Dragon Lane trying to go for the support. But the root actually connects, and that is another one down for the side of Sunsparks as we have NXP pressuring down the tier 2 turret in the Dragon Lane.
Hindi pa tapos ang laban, Infinity. There you go, the final R with a tumble. Wala ng buhay dito yung ibang miyembro ng Sunsparks. And Kaisa will still alive, but
oh, curtain call.
Curtain call. I think Ashe will fall down. That's a good shot mula dito kay Zeemich. There you go, the barrage para dito sa ating Fate. And mamamatay na rin yung ating Vayne. That is a good trade mula sa side ng Sunsparks. Infinity, hindi pa tapos ang laban natin.
Maze is actually here onto the front lines trying to get ahead of Nexplay Esports. But we have Jhin with a burst damage bringing him down. fate? What is your fate is gonna be the question, and the answer is gonna be death for the side of Nexplay Esports, and that is a 4 or 3 4-0 trade-off with the Ash Arrow. It's a bit of a long shot there from the Ash with Sunsparks, but connecting to Ezreal and delaying the recall.
Tama. Sobrang tindi no, ng Ash. Nakita niya pa yung S doon sa may first tower, sa may bandang baba ng next play. Tumama pa nga, na-delay pa nga yung recall dito. But, yung pinakatignan natin dito is the objectives na meron mismo Infinity, yung next play Esports. They get the first Drake of our game. So, malaking advantage yun para sa kanila. Lalong lalakas kahit pa paano dito next play. Kita mo naman yung rotation din dito ng ibang membro ng next play Infinity.
Wow! That curvy Frost Arrow connecting to the top lane, but Uzi right now just going for the jumps, just going all around, trying to delay the fight. That is gonna be the kill for the side of Sunspark, and now they have the member advantage for the Kaisaya. The damage is not gonna be enough as they get another kill as Devil falls down, and that is gonna be the comeback play for the side of NXT with another man down for Sunsparks. Kaisa, the only one remaining. Set's the only one remaining. Trying to delay the fight as Simic and Kaisa goes for the killer instinct ahead of the curve. And Kaisa actually falls down. Set's the only one remaining. The curtain call actually did finish it all through. And that is going to be the unofficial ace. A true barrage is going to connect the disaster. But it's not that through to actually put him down. And Nexplay Esports is going to get the advantage in terms of 4 kill against SS.
Grabe ang Nexplay Esports dito, ladies and gentlemen. Also Infinity, ang ganda ng rotation nila. Also they have a good pick using the Jhin para gumamit ng curtain call para mag-spread mismo yung ibang miyembro ng Sunspark. But look at the damage mula dito sa Draven natin to kill Arisen using the Ezreal sa may bandang Baron lane. And as of now, mga kaibigan, Nexplay Esports, even though na all ADC ito, lamang na lamang pa rin sila dito. Infinity, tumaman pa na!
Ultimate actually connects to the Ash. Ash falls down. The killer instinct is not gonna fall through, but you have Ezreal slows down, and that is gonna be the triple kill from Joshi with a Kaisa diving under the turret. He has no fear against the enemy team, and now they're sitting at a 13 gold lead against the Sunsparks.
Oh my God, Infinity, mga kaibigan, walang awa ang Nexplay dito. Kita mo naman ang ginagawa ni Joshi dito, Infinity. Talagang talagang binamama na ng ibang miyembro ng Nexplay ang Sunsparks dito sa may bandang gitna. And as of now, maganda yung ginagawa nila. Mama yung pana dito, ha.
Ooh, the bullet time actually secures the Jhin. That is gonna be the 4v5 situation as we have Uzi actually connecting through. The true damage is just so through as Misfortune falls down. 5722 has another D to live, but you have Uzi flashing in, and that is gonna be the kill. But the trade-off actually connects as Sets is the only one remaining for Sunsparks. NXT is looking to finish this game as we have the arrow as the ultimate actually connects, and that is gonna be the ace for the side of NXT as they get another objective in the mid lane.
Oh my God, now you see kung ano ba ang diferensya pagdating sa gold lead, also sa items na meron tayo. Nexplay Esports, sobrang behind nila yung Sunspark, mga kaibigan, dito sa game number 1 natin. Look at the items of Jhin. Meron siyang Yomus, also the IE. Tapos yung Kaisa, naka-BRK yung IE na rin. Sobrang sakit na ng Ikatian rin yan. Infinity. And level gap din mismo yung Sunspark. Even doon na maganda yung setup ng Sunspark doon, yung damage din talaga yung pagkakaiba. At mukhang meron tayong bakbakan ng Infinity sa may bandang baba.
Oh, Devil actually goes for the ultimate but not gonna connect as Joshi actually went in for the Protobell to go back to safety. Current call back away, secures the Ezreal as Kaisa in vain is gonna fall down, but Disaster though in the mid lane goes for the 1v1 against Seth. That is gonna be the ultimate of Disaster connecting, and that is gonna be another kill as we have Ash secures the vision up. It's 5722, the only remaining for Sunsparks. The killer instincts to just delay the fight, but NXT still has a hold of the game.
Grabe. Nexplay Esports dito. Sunsparks, kinakapos sila ng damage, and look at yung rotation din, tsaka yung game sense mismo ng Nexplay. Kita mo yung damage ng Nexplay? Burado yung Draven dito, Infinity. Mukhang meron pa tayong bakbakan na mangyari dito sa may bandang gitna.
Sets, half HP remaining. We have gonna be the Jhin rooting down Sets, but bullet time actually producing a lot of damage against Simic as Simic actually falls down. Horizon is too low to go for the fight still, but through barrage is gonna put a little bit more HP to the Kaisa, but still not gonna be enough as he is still gonna be alive in this match.
Okay, grabe ang ginagawa dito ng Nexplay Esports. Well, Sunsparks, I think they can still win or pwede pa sila makapag-bounce back, but look at the goal lead na meron mismo ang Nexplay dito. Meron tayong bakbakan dito, parang Infinity.
Oh, Kanan Rain actually just too much. The Killer Instinct is gonna fall back into the backside as SS Maze is just gonna be obliterated by that 5722 is gonna go for the response as Uzi goes for the 1v1. The flash is gonna connect as Uzi tries to go for an aggressive play. But you have the response here by Disaster putting the Kaisa down. What a nice bait from Uzi of NXP.
Grabe, yung Kaisa pala dito no, ni 5722 isa 8 bits. Meron siyang Hextech, meron siyang Seraph Embrace. Kaya pala nagkaroon siya ng onting barrier. But look at the boots type dito, Infinity ng ating Ash. He have the Proto Belt, no? Kapag Proto Belt, tas naka-ninja tabi siya. So, meron siyang armor, meron din siyang damage kahit papano. With the Cleaver and the Trinity Force. And as of now, ang laki ng lamang mismo ng Nexplay Esports. Kaya na nilang mamain ng Sunsparks. Infinity!
Oh, 2v3 situation, 2v4, make it a 3 as we have Devil actually trying to catch up, but not gonna be enough as we have Uzi going for the response. Z-Mitch setting up traps that is gonna slow down sets, and the response is not gonna come through for the side of Sunsparks. The comeback play is now gonna go ahead of NXP as Devil is too low and Joshi flashing in to get the kill. 1 HP remaining for Z-Mitch, still alive in the fight, and now they're at a lead of a 35 kill advantage against Sunsparks.
Grabe. Muntik nang mamatay dito yung Jin, but the damage mismo ng curtain call para mapatay yung isang player ng Sunspark, and kita mo naman talagang clean up na lang Infinity ang ginagawa dito ng Nexplay Esports. I think they can go sa Baron dito para matapos na kagad yung game, pero mukhang may plano ang Sunsparks. Sige mo, pwede bang ma-Baron steal ang ganitong klaseng laro?
I mean, you have a lot of global ult, right? You also have the bullet time for the side of Sunspark. So, if all the ultimate connects from the Draven, from the Ezreal, and even the Ash, and to follow up with the bullet time of Sunsparks, it is indeed possible. But right now, with the amount of damage of NXP, I think the answer would be no. As Uzi, she tries to go for a quick movement there to try and go for some trade-off, but Sunsparks just backed away for now to go back to safety.
Sayang, no? Sayang, hindi na steal. Pero the stun! Oh my God! Infinity!
Draven says bye-bye. You have no more day to live as we have NXP with a Baron buff pushing through into the mid lane with a huge wave coming right up. Kanan Rain receives a lot of damage, gets Sunspark as the curtain call actually just to finish it all off as another kill actually connects. Maze goes for the bullet time to just secure some kills, but instead gonna get killed by NXP, and that is gonna be game number 1 to the side of Nexplay Esports.
Grabe, 51 kills in total, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of Nexplay Esports. What a game! Even though natin sa all ADC, sobrang ganda na pinakita ng both teams natin. But Nexplay Esports, mga kaibigan, or Infinity, pinakita nila kung sino ba ang nakaupo sa trono dito. Ibang klase ang ginawa nila. Sobrang aggressive nila. Look at the KDA of Joshi dito. 19-3, 14 assists.
Grabe. And ang ganda kasi nung early roams din, diba?
Oo.
Yung ginagawa kasi ni Joshi, yes, Kaisa was the one who were the jungler of NXP, and knowing na siya yung jungler, ang ganda ng mga responses niya. He was hovering into the bottom side of the map, getting a lot of kills, and after that, they were hovering into the mid lane as well, getting further kills against Sunspark. So overall, I think Joshi really deserves that MVP with the amount of roaming that he does in game number 1.
Yes, and gaya nga nasabi mo, yung rotation din talaga. Level 2, no, nakapag-rotate kagad dun sa mid lane, and di lang yun, nakakuha rin kagad sila ng mga objectives. And may mga times din yung Sunsparks na nag-early invade sila sa red, and dahil doon nakakuha din ng early advantage yung Nexplay Esports. But ladies and gentlemen, huwag kayong maglalala dahil we still have but 2. This is a best of 3 series, so game number 1 pa lang yun, meron pa tayong game number 2. Tignan natin kung makakabawi ba Infinity ang ating Sunsparks para dito sa game number 2. Ano pa tingin mo? Makakabawi nga ba? O 2-0?
Ano tingin ko, Berting? Nagkaroon tayo ng 5-man support, 5-man Baron lane.
Pwede, no?
Wala 5-man ADC. I see no reason why we can't have a 5-man support versus a 5-man support. Diba? Kasi pang malupitan, or kung gusto nila 5-man jungler, all smite. Diba?
Oh,
Nakita tayo
Smite,
ng 2 Smite sa Icon Series. Gawin nating 5-man Smite.
5 months Smite, no? Tapos magbabaron sila. Paunahan na lang kung sino ba
Oo.
makakuha ng baron dito. Pero interesting ha, parang ang gandang experiment din no na may ganyan tayo mga exhibition. Actually sa Icon series nga, 'di ba, nakakita tayo ng Ash support, 'di ba? Nakita tayo ng double smite, also yung lanes to 1-2, 1 jungle, yung mga ganon. So, tingnan natin, mali mo, meron pala dito mga tinatagong technique na pwedeng gamitin para sa official tournament na pagdating sa Wild Rift.
Absolutely. Kaya gusto ko rin mga creativity ng Nexplay Esports and Sunsparks for game number 1 eh. Gusto ko makita ng 5-man Smite. Kasi paglabanan na ang Dragon, paglabanan na ang Baron, ano kaya mangyayari? Sino kayo mauna? Alam mo yun, lahat kayo nag-spam ng Smite sabay-sabay, tapos itingnan nyo na lang sa huli kung sino yung huling nakatama ng Smite.
Parang
Diba?
ano na, no? Parang palakasan na lang talaga. So,
Oo.
tingnan natin, Sunsparks, tayo na. Tingnan natin kung makakabawi ba ang Sunsparks dito. By the way guys, sa mga nanonood dyan sa live stream natin, please do share the stream para makatulong din po tayo para to speak up for nature because of this is the Earth Hour Showmatch nga pala. Sa mga hindi pa nakakilala, kami nga pala ang shoutcaster nyo. Ako nga pala si Berting Magiting and kasama ko si Infinity. And game number 2 na tayo of best of 3 series between Nexplay Esports and the Sunsparks. And Infinity, bukod sa double smite, marami pa tayong ako excited ako sa influencer show match eh.
Ako rin actually excited din ako makita, no? Bakit mangyayari, no? May magdo-dominate ba? May hindi magdo-dominate? May mga ganyan, mga iniisip mo. Tapos may makikita ba tayo 5-man ADC rin? Kagaya ng pro team matches. But you know what, Berting? I think the only person that could answer our questions kung ano ma-expect natin is the teams themselves. Nexplay Esports versus Sunsparks, game number 2, Earth Hour Showmatch. Let's go!
Ito na, all support! Mga kaibigan, bakbakan kagad Infinity!
Oh, SS Fate, SS Maze actually going into the front lines as NXP actually producing a lot of damage. We have the Soraka, we have the Rakan, Lux. We also have Alistar and the Oriana for the side of NXP, and Sunsparks rolling with the Sona, Annie, Rakan, Janna, and Seraphine. Rakan is gonna go for the grand entrance, actually knocking off Devil, but Devil is still gonna be alive in this match as Soraka goes for the flash and goes for the basic attack, and that is gonna be the first blood to the side of NXP in the game number 2.
Yes, indeed. And kita mo naman dito, maganda yung lineup, no? Infinity ng Nexplay Esports because of the Rakan, Oriana, Alistar, more on crowd control.
Grand entrance. Oh, 2-man knockoff, but we have the Evil actually going in for the response here as Alistar is gonna fall down. It's now gonna be the 4v4, an advantage for the side of Sunsparks because every single one of members of NXP is very, very low. The question is, what are they gonna react into this fight? As 5722 is now setting up a play, going in for the 3-man knockoff as Annie goes for the flash and kills both of NXP. 3v4 situation. Uzi going for the knockoff, going for the knockdown, and that is gonna be the fight. Really, really even right now for these two teams, considering that we are a 3-3 standing for SS versus NXP.
Grabe, ang ganda ng 3-man knock-up ni 5722 using the Janna mula sa side ng Sunsparks, no? All mid ang bakbakan natin dito, mga kaibigan. Infinity, nakita mo ba si Disaster dito? ADC Soraka, ang banana, ang naghahagis ng saging sa League of Legends.
Oo. Hindi mo yung damage yun. Otak na lang si Soraka, no? And considering na na-buff yung mga heals niya, I don't know if it's gonna be as effective right now. But the damage is gonna be very interesting for this match. As we have the grand entrance from Horizon, gonna miss out on Sunsparks in this game. Hindi lang to basta 5-man na same role na matchup. All mid pa sila. So parang ginawa nila ARAM mode na all support.
Parang ARAM mode na yung ginawa nila. All support pa ang matindi dito. Pero kita mo naman dati sa good knock-up Infinity.
Oh, we have a response though. NXP actually goes for the 4-man knock-off as we have the response of Sunsparks just hovering under a turret, keeping them safe, keeping them by. They're they're considering the turret as their 6-man. And NXP could really match up against the turret, right? So it's gonna be very difficult for them, but instead of actually connects, that is gonna be 5-man route. But considering that Sunsparks is 1 man down, there is no more to actually go for the follow-up. NXP really wants to go for more. Sona actually falls down. Disaster is gonna be alive, and that is gonna be a 4v3 situation as Sets really wants to go ham in this matchup, but they opted to go back for now as NXP has the 1-kill lead.
Grabe ang sustain Infinity ng Nexplay Esports. Kita mo na naman yung ginagawa dito ng ating Rakan. That is a good one-man knock-up mula dito sa Sunspark. But look at the pulverize. Soraka will fall down and Seraphine will fall down as well. That's a good trade mula dito sa side ng Sunsparks. At ito yung lamang mismo ng Nexplay Esports because of the Oriana, also the Lux na meron sila. Ang laki ng barrier na nakukuha nila dito sa ating game. At di lang yun, dagdag sa survival capability yan no? Malaki, mas marami kayo, mas maraming barrier na makukuha nyo.
You know what I'm expecting in this game? Considering that Sunsparks has heals all around from Sona, Rakan, Janna, Seraphine, the only one missing for their lineup is probably going to be Soraka, right, for the all-heal draft. And I think NXP is gonna utilize this very well to build up on the Viva's Voice items, right? The Burning Geese, the Executioner's Calling is gonna be very important for the side of NXP, and the same way for the side of Sunsparks. But right now, it's going to be Outstar taking a play, going into the front lines. Grand Entrance is not gonna connect, but a nice stun coming in from Sona, connecting to 2. Now the Charm connects to 3. That's gonna be the ultimate from Janna, knocking up the enemy team. Now it's a 4v4 as the 3-man knock-up from Uzi connects against the enemy team. Seraphine falls down. It's a 3v3. Sets goes for the flash, goes for the stun against Disaster. The final Sparks connects to Sets, but the sustainability of Maze is gonna put him alive. And still gonna be advantage for NXP with a 2-kill lead.
Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, Nexplay Esports with Saklolo para sa isa't isa. Ang ganda ng setup Infinity ng Sunsparks dito. Auli yung 4. Gamit ng SS dito ng Ani, gamit yung SS ng Sona. But the sustain na meron ng Nexplay Esports dito, tumagal sila doon at bilang nun sila pa yung lumamang doon sa clash natin.
Absolutely, though NXP right now and Sunsparks is trying to set up a play, goes for the back away for now as Uzi goes for the stun. It's a 2-man knockup, but they're not gonna fall through. There's no follow-up to actually connect against the enemy team as Uzi is forced to back away. The Grand Entrance connects, and that is gonna be a free kill for the side of Sunsparks because of the aggressive play of Uzi in that match. They have the member advantage. They could opt to go for this fight. The final spark actually connects to Fate. That is gonna be the 2-man knockup with the shockwave of Z-Mitch. But Devil wants more, back away for now, and that is going to be advantage for Sunsparks with NXP having not a good end of that trade there.
Mukhang aabutin tayo ng siyam-siyam dito sa game number 2, no? Infinity. Sobrang hirap pumush dito para sa both teams natin kasi kailangan mo maubos yung kalaban bago ka makapush ng isang torrent. And kita mo naman yung ginagawa ng Sunsparks at ng Nexplay Esports, talagang hindi sila nagpapalamang sa isa't isa. As long as meron sila lamang, gagawin nila yon. And kita mo naman yung ginagawa rin ng Rakan.
Uzi is actually going for the front lines as well, but the teammates are too far away. 3-man stun from the Sona ult. Actually very nice as we have the Redemption actually connecting through. That is going to be the Seraphine Charm connecting to all 4 members as Uzi dives in under the turret. No follow-up. He is going to fall down. 8-8 right now into the matchup. It's a final spark not connected to anyone as no more kills is going to come through, but the fight is not going to be over as Sunsparks wants to go for more.
Grabe, ang tindi ng laban. Nexplay Esports and Sunsparks. All mid, all support. Kita mo yung brasuhan. Ludens Echo, no? Para dito sa side ng Ani. Also the Seraphine. Medyo masakit na rin yung Seraphine. Meron Seraph Embrace naman yung ating Sona. And also yung damage din dito ng ating, ng ating Lux. More on support na meron siya. While the Soraka, Death Dance, and Bramble Best Infinity ang ginamit niya ditong item.
Parang siya no? Tank na ADC.
Para siyang all around, multi-role. Kumbaga.
Multi-role, all around, diba? But right now, it's gonna be Uzi trying to go for the face track. Two-man grand entrance from Devil of Sunspark. But we have a missing person as Jana is gonna get picked off by the enemy team. The final spark is gonna secure it. But the three-man knock of the three-man stun coming in from Annie is gonna put down NXP in the jumble. It's now gonna be the 3v4 situation as we have the grand entrance trying to fall back away as Uzi is not gonna have enough damage to put him down. And Sunsparks, three-man silence though from Disaster. As that is not gonna be enough. The heal though from NXP is not gonna put them alive. And now Sunsparks is getting a bit ahead of NXP.
Yes, tama ka doon. Lumalamang na dito yung Sunsparks because of the AOE skills na meron sila, no? And di lang yun, ang daling setupan ng Nexplay Esports because of the All-Star na meron sila. Pero kita mo naman, infinity yung quickness ng ating Horizon. Muntik na mamatay si paring May sa may bandang gitna.
Yeah. Nakakatakot talaga yung line of the 5-man support.
Oo, parang ano no? Pag nanak up to, wala ka na eh.
Tuloy-tuloy na yan eh. But speaking of tuloy-tuloy, we have Uzi going for the two-man knockup. It's not gonna connect. It's the final spark actually going through. And that is gonna be Nexplay Esports going ahead of the curve right now against Sunspark. But Uzi is too far away. The grand entrance is not gonna connect. Uzi is still gonna be alive because of the heal of the Soraka Devil and going for the stun of Diani. Oh my goodness. The game, the charm, the stunts happening all around. Z-Mitch is pinned down and NXP is falling down behind against Sunsparks.
Oh my god, this game, hindi ko na alam kung sino ba ang titignan dito. Lahat sila magaling. Lahat may ambag. Kung mapapansin nyo, para silang roller coaster, up and down yung rating nila eh. Pero as of now, Sunsparks will get a 1 torrent. Nagating sa good knockup mula kay Horizon pero walang backup na makikita mo na sa side ng Nexplay Esports. And kita mo naman Infinity yung ginagawa mismo ng Sunsparks. Ang ganda ng lineup din pala talaga nila, no?
Yeah, and I like the zoning capabilities of Uzi. Just zoning out the enemy team. If ever someone would die, he goes for the knockup. But now it's gonna be the redemption. Going for the heals against NXP. The final spark is gonna connect the fate, but not gonna be enough with a 4-man knockup from Rakan, from Devil, and that is the setup that they're looking for. But Rakan is too deep, too behind in this fight, as Maze is gonna be the target of NXP, as they have no more damage to put the enemy down. With all the HP, with all the heals going around, Sunsparks is just built to sustain.
Oh my god, Infinity. Sarap sa laban natin.
That's gonna be the knockoff from Z-Mitch. Rakan goes for the 1v1 against Ariana. And that is gonna be another man down as we have 2 members left for the side of NXP. As Uzi is just going for some recalls, just going back away for now. As he is gonna die. As he is meant to be pinned down against a 5-man team of Sunspark. So Horizon, the only one remaining, I don't think he is gonna be able to defend the tier 2 turret into the mid lane.
At mukhang basag na ng Sunsparks ang second tower ng Nexplay. That is a good monsoon mula dito sa Jana natin. But Horizon, buhay na buhay pa rin. Grabe si Joshi dito using yung meron siyang support na binibigay kagad dito. And di lang yun, no? Sunsparks! Nakuha nila yung second tower ng Nexplay Esports. So basically, konting isang tower na lang at pwede na sila manalo dito sa game natin. And kita mo naman Infinity yung damage ng Soraka dito as a ADC para dito sa game number 2.
That just sustaining himself. Bramble Vest with the Grievous ones. And I think that's the thing, right? The Bramble Vest is just to go for the extra sustainability of it. Then the important thing to note is the Grievous ones. That could just delay the HP potential of Sunsparks who's going all around in their draft. NXP though is setting up a play for a death push against Sunsparks. They're waiting for a timing, they're waiting for the perfect call, but that's gonna be the charm connecting to 1. Free kill for their enemy team. Fade going for the charm though, actually next to 2. But NXP is gonna dominate the fight up with the redemption, going for some skills. The grand entrance connects to 2 as Horizon is too far deep into the enemy front lines. The silence is gonna help a bit. Uzi delaying the fight, and Uzi just trying to reallocate the attention of Sunspark, which is a good thing, but 5722 is still gonna be alive as NXP doesn't have a chance to go for the 5v2 situation right now with Lux and Soraka the only one remaining.
Oh my God, ang ganda ng ginawa doon ng Nexplay Esports. Quickness sabay grand entrance, no, para may makuha dito sa side ng Sunsparks. But look at this, one-on-one. Rakan versus Soraka. Disasters versus Devil. Tingnan natin kung sino ba ang mananalo. Kaso yung mga tropa niya nanonood lang din. That is a good flash. But Disaster, bumabalik pa.
Goes for the sun. I think basically at this point they're just chilling around, you know, just enjoying themselves. But Soraka is now gonna fall down as Devil tries to rush in against Oriana. No follow-up though. And Sunsparks is happily sitting at an 8k lead against NXP with around 6k gold lead as well.
Tama ka doon. And alam mo sa Sunsparks, ang lamang dito ng Sunsparks kasi they have the EOE damage also dahil because of the zona, no, na meron sila dito. While the next day Esports, Soraka lang yung merong sustain na meron sila. More on barrier kasi ang meron dito ang next day. Pero kita mo naman yung knock-up, Infinity.
Gonna be very important. Speaking of knock-up, we have the Shockwave actually connecting to Maze, but Rakan is gonna fall down one by one. They're tearing him apart. Sunsparks is dominating the game. The damage output of their team is very important. The two-man charm is now gonna connect against NXT as well. We have Devil following up, and Uzi very, very low, and Joshi as well, as they are now falling back. Not opting to go for the defense onto the inhibitor turret, and SS is trying to finish the game.
Grabe ang sustain dito. Healing galing, ika nga nila. Sunsparks with Seraphine and Zona combination para dito sa game natin. Hindi lang yon, yung ani rin talaga natin. Kaya rin niya man-delete ng isang champion. At ang lagi niyang nakukuha nga dito is si Jashi or yung Oriana sa side ng Nexplay Esports. And one more push for the side of Sunsparks Infinity. No, matatapos na nila tong game number 2 at mukhang magkakaroon pa tayo ng game number 3. But for now, Nexplay Esports, I think they can still win sa ganitong klaseng sitwasyon. Tignan lang natin kung ano bang klaseng swag ang gagawin ng NXT.
Well, the fight is not gonna be over until it ends, until the base is destroyed, as NXT is going for the final push, the final match against Sunsparks in game number 2 to try and make a comeback play in this late of a game. 14 minutes into the matchup, 11k gold lead for Sunsparks with a lot of kills in their heads, a lot of kills in their pockets, and now it's gonna be in their favor in this match because SS Maze is actually going in too deep in this fight though. Her teammates is just too long of a fight, but we have Uzi actually going for set. The two-man stun is gonna help out a lot against Nexplay Esports, and Devil actually goes in around with a grand entrance connecting to 2, and that is gonna be a rise and falling down against Devil 5v3. It's gonna be very hard for them at this point. Disaster, Joshi, and B-Mid gonna be the only ones alive in this game number 2, as we have Devil actually rushing in as well. Go for the grand entrance, connecting to 2, and that is gonna be game number 2. Sunsparks taking it home for the win. We're going straight to game number 3.
Indeed, that is a good game para dito sa dalawang teams natin. But Sunsparks with the Seraphine and the Zona combination, you see yung sustain capability ng dalawang champion na to. Muntik na mamatay yung Ani, no, doon sa push kanina, Infinity. But with Seraphine, also the Zona, ang lakas ng heal nila dito kay Ani at nakapag-survive pa nga dun sa initiate na ginawa mismo ng Nexplay. And kita mo rin yung ating score, sets with 12, 1, 11. Taas.
Yeah, absolutely. Ang laki. Ang laki ng kills, assists, supports, everything all around for the side of Sunsparks. But for the viewers watching at home right now, it's said to us that there is no more game number 3. So later on, we're gonna head into the influencer show match wherein we're gonna see a lot of Wild Rift influencers come up against each other in a very, very nice matchups. And hopefully, we can see more of this thing. This is what we call fun in games. This is what we call some casual, just chilling games. And you know what I'm expecting later on is we're gonna have that 5-man smites. I'm expecting it. I'm predicting it. And it's gonna be very exciting. Then they're gonna play in all around the junglers. The fight is only jungler, no lanes.
Parang no? Parang maganda rin tignan no? All smites. Tapos sa jungle lang kayo. Feeling ko matagal ata yung game nila kung sa jungle lang. Siguro pwede all mid, no? All mid, pero
Oo.
ang priority
wala
nyo
kasi ganun.
is the minion jungle. Yun
Mm.
talaga yung pinaka-priority. Then, kuha kayo ng mga Herald, ng mga Drakes, also the Baron, syempre yung pinakamaga. Pero interesting yung all smites. Pero meron pang mas interesting dyan. All tank. Or
Pwede.
pwede rin all mage, 'di ba? Na meron. Kasi pag tank kasi Malphite pwedeng AP mga ganun champion, yung parang flexible din. Like Corki, pwede siyang AP, pwede siyang physical damage, 'di ba? Pero yeah, parang mas gusto ko rin talaga yung all smite, no. So, tingnan natin.
All smite.
Tingnan natin kung gagawin ba ng mga pro teams natin. By the way, Infinity, sa mga nanonood nga pala dito sa live natin, please do share the stream para po makatulong din kayo para dito sa ating Earth Hour Showmatch. Ika nga nila, pick up for your nature, and please do like the page of PPGL, no, para marami pa kayong update sa mga upcoming tournament sila or upcoming broadcast na meron tayo.
I encourage every single one of you guys that are currently watching to hashtag speak up for nature and hashtag connect to Earth. And once again, a real quick reminder for everyone as well that we're gonna have Earth Hour at 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. later on.
Yes, and sa mga ganong oras, guys, please do join us para dito sa Earth Hour Showmatch para magbigay rin kayo ng suporta para dito sa ating nature. Sabi nga nila, connect to Earth as of now, and hinihintay lang natin, guys, yung ating game number 3 para dito between Sunsparks versus the Nexplay Esports. Wala na palang game 3, that is a game number 2, that is a 2 games para dito. So ang next pala natin, no, is the Influencer Showmatch Infinity.
Absolutely. So later on, we can expect white pandas under Yasumeow, Hypebeks, Angelailaila, Julianapzuu, and Fofi. For the side of green KOALAS, we can expect Riku, Kaisaya, Yvenne, Nicknokmanok, Vambby to play up against each other in our very, very beautiful influencer show match for the Earth Hour Wild Rift.
Yes, and very exciting para dito sa mga influencers natin kung sino ba ang mananalo sa kanilang dalawa. And tingnan mo, feeling ko magandang laban to kasi dito natin makikita na sino ba talaga ang malupit maglaro pagdating sa Wild Rift, no?
So, for every single one of you guys, we encourage for you to donate now for the provision of 100 education modules for Filipino students, and you can see on your screens on just how to do so. Napakaraming ways to donate, and ako myself, this campaign started, was actually very, very excited at the same time. So the ways to do so is through GCash and USSD, BPI mobile app, BDO mobile app, and PayPal mobile app. So here you see on your screen is USSD. Dial *143 hashtag and enter 9. Pick GCash. Click reply on the top right, input 5, and click reply on the top right for pay bills. Then input 3 for buy search and click reply on the top right. Input WWF and click reply on the top right. Lastly, input 1 and click reply on the top right to access the WWF biller. Next, we have BPI app as a mode of you guys to donate. Go to transfer tab, then tap on transfer money, tap transfer to third party, then fill out the details to WWF BPI account at 199-305-3194. Double check the details, then tap confirm. You also have a way to donate through the BDO app. Go to send money tab, then tap on to any BDO account, enter the donation amount and the WWF BDO account number at 00421-000-3967. Then tap continue. And lastly, double check the details, then press continue. We also have a way to donate through the PayPal app. In the home screen, tap send. In the search tab, enter donations at wwf.org.ph. Then enter the donation amount, then tap next. And last but definitely not gonna be the least, we have a way to donate through the GCash app. Open GCash and click on Pay Bills. Scroll down and click on Others. And scroll down and click on WWF.
And ganun lang kasimple, guys, no, tumulong or mag-donate para dito sa ating Earth Hour Showmatch. By the way, meron din mga simple ways like sharing this stream to encourage everyone para matumulong rin sila dito sa ating Earth Hour Showmatch. And syempre, kami nga pala, kami pa rin ang kasama nyo para sa ating influencer match. Ako nga pala si Berting Magiting. Kasama ko si Infinity. Hinihintay lang din natin yung ating mga teams that between the KOALAS, no? The team KOALAS versus tsaka yung White Panda, Infinity.
Absolutely, and these two teams are what you can expect later on. So don't go away, because after a short break, we're gonna have some intense matches for our esports personalities.
We can't physically be together shoulder to shoulder, but we are together screen to screen.
When we all unite, we can overcome the most difficult of challenges.
Join me and millions around the world
to speak up for nature and show we care.
We are in this together.
I'm switching off for Earth Hour because I think our planet is worth fighting for.
Join us on the 27th of March at 8:30 p.m. for Earth Hour and Speak Up for Nature.
No more complicated requirements. You only need one ID to open a savings account on GCash. Start saving with just a few taps on your phone. You only need 1 minute to open a savings account on GCash.
Why don't you watch me do my thing? Just to be more, just to evolve, just to evolve, just to be more, just to be better, just to evolve, just to evolve. Every time the world spins round, reinvent 360. Thinking you gon' mess up your thing. Show the whole world. Nobody to know something. It's your why don't you watch me do my thing?
Take it to the next level with Globe's fiber, LTE advanced, and 5G mobile connection. Now you have the power to reinvent your world. Globe.
We can't physically be together shoulder to shoulder, but we are together screen to screen.
When we all unite, we can overcome the most difficult of challenges.
Join me and millions around the world
to speak up for nature and show we care.
We are in this together.
I'm switching off for Earth Hour because I think our planet is worth fighting for.
Join us on the 27th of March at 8:30 p.m. for Earth Hour and Speak Up for Nature.
No more complicated requirements. You only need one ID to open a savings account on GCash. Start saving with just a few taps on your phone. You only need 1 minute to open a savings account on GCash.
Why don't you watch me do my thing? Just to be more, just to be better, just to evolve, just to evolve, just to be more, just to be better, just to evolve, just to evolve. Every time the world spins round, reinvent 360. Thinking you gon' mess up your thing. Show the whole world. Nobody to know something. It's your you watch me do my thing.
Take it to the next level with Globe's fiber, LTE advanced, and 5G mobile connection. Now you have the power to reinvent your world. Globe.
We can't physically be together shoulder to shoulder, but we are together screen to screen.
When we all unite, we can overcome the most difficult of challenges.
Join me and millions around the world
To speak up for nature and show we care.
We are in this together.
I'm switching off for Earth Hour because I think our planet is worth fighting for.
Join us on the 27th of March at 8:30 p.m. for Earth Hour and Speak Up for Nature.
No more complicated requirements. You only need one ID to open a savings account on GCash.
We can't physically be together shoulder to shoulder, but we are together screen to screen.
When we all unite, we can overcome the most difficult of challenges.
Join me and millions around the world
To speak up for nature and show we care.
We are in this together.
I'm switching off for Earth Hour because I think our planet is worth fighting for.
Join us on the 27th of March at 8:30 p.m. for Earth Hour and Speak Up for Nature.
Welcome back, everyone, to the WWF Earth Hour Showmatch. My name is Infinity, and together with me today is going to be Berting, Magiting, and of course, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Magandang gabi mga kaibigan, and sa mga hindi pa pala nakakilala sa amin, pinakilala na pala na Infinity, Berting Magiting nga pala in Infinity. And sa mga nanonood dyan guys sa PPGL page and YouTube, please do share the stream at para ma-encourage nyo yung mga taong nasa friend list nyo na mag-support dito sa Earth Hour Showmatch. Sabi nga nila, speak up for nature, hashtag connect to Earth. And today, match parang Infinity. Tapos na yung mga pro teams natin. Syempre, meron pa tayong another show match between the Wild Rift influencers.
Tama. And of course, this show match is supported by PPGL, Philippines, Globe, at ng Riot Games. Maraming salamat rin sa WWF. Siyempre tayo rin gamers, sinusuportan itong cause na ito of WWF. Thank you very much, PPGL, the largest multi-game esports league in the Philippines, organized by Philippines and Globe Telecom. Hashtag reinvent your world with hashtag Globe 5G, available in selected areas.
Yes, tama yun. And sa mga maglalaro ng Wild Rift dyan guys, at sa mga fans ng mga influencer na maglalaro, manood na kayo dahil sila na po ang next na mapapanood dito sa Earth Hour Showmatch. Especially sa mga comment section natin, no, maingay Infinity.
Oh.
Ang pangalan ni Hypebeks para dito sa laban natin. And sobrang puwela naman talaga ni Hypebeks. So, lalo na mga contents niya pag naglalaro siya ng pag nag-i-stream siya, pag naglalaro siya ng Wild Rift. Kada araw nag-iiba siya ng katauhan. Kino-cosplay niya yung mga champions ng League of Legends. Actually ngayon nga very exciting sa cosplay niya Hindi ko alam kung naka-live siya. Kung naka-live siya, guys, i-comment niyo kung ano ba ang cosplay ni Hypebeks ngayon.
Oo, parang guest game, diba?
Parang guest game,
Of course, it's not just Hypebeks na makikita natin later on. We also have Yasumeow, Angelailaila, Julianapzuu, and Fofi. And for Green Koalas, we're gonna have Riku, Kaisaya, Yvenne, Nicknokmanok, and Vambby.
Yes, and napansin nyo naman guys, yung mga pangalan dun sa mga teams natin. White Pandas, no? Nandiyan si Yasumeow ni Yasumeow, one of the shoutcaster dito sa ating dito sa Pilipinas. Hypebeks, isa rin sa mga streamers, Angelailaila, Julianapzuu, and Fofi as well. And ito ang maganda, Infinity, sa side ng Green Koalas. Riku, Kaisaya, and Yvenne, sila yung mga parang kilala pagdating sa League of Legends. So especially si Yvenne, also si Riku, mga malalaking pangalan na dito sa League of Legends. At ngayon maglalaro sila para dito sa showmatch natin. Very interesting, no, kung ano bang mga champions ang gagamitin ng mga personalities natin for this day. This is a best of 2 series nga lang pala. So tignan natin kung sino ba ang mananaig sa dalawang grupo.
Absolutely, is gonna be the question. And of course, 3 minutes from now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have the Earth Hour spanning from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So I encourage everyone to conserve any energy, support nature, and connect to Earth.
Yes, and And syempre sa mga gustong tumulong dito sa Earth Hour Infinity, meron pala tayong mga donation. Ano ba yung mga dapat nilang gawin para sa donation natin?
Alright, so you can donate now for the provision of 100 education modules para sa Filipino students. So you're gonna help Filipino students to actually have proper education. And you can see on your screens on just how to do so. Napakaraming ways to donate, and you can do so by doing these things on the screen right now. If you want to pay, or if you want to donate rather, you can do so through USSD. Dial *143# and enter 9 to pick GCash. Click reply on the top right. Input 5 and click reply on the top right for pay bills. Input 3 for buy search and click reply on the top right. And input WWF and click reply on the top right. And last but not least, you input the 1 and click reply on the top right to access the WWF biller. Another way to donate is through the BPI app. Go to transfer tab, then tap on transfer money, tap transfer to third party, then fill out the details. WWF BPI account number is 199-305-3194. Then lastly, double check the details, then tap confirm. The third way to donate to WWF is via send money on the BDO app. Go to send money tab, then tap onto any BDO account. Enter the donation amount and the WWF BDO account number 00421-000-3967. Then tap continue, double check the details, then press continue. Another way to donate to WWF is via sending money on the PayPal app. In the home screen, tap send. In the search tab, enter donations at wwf.org.ph. Enter the donation amount, then tap next. Last but not the least, to donate to WWF via pay bills on the GCash app. Open GCash and click on pay bills, scroll down and click on others, then scroll down and click on WWF. And those are gonna be the ways for every single one of you guys to donate and help the provision of 100 education modules para sa Filipino students. But Berting Magiting, it's now 8:30 p.m. It's now gonna be the Earth Hour coming right up.
And there you go! Infinity, ito na ang Earth Hour natin. Mga kaibigan, all you have to do mag-conserve kayo ng energy para sa ating Mother Nature dahil kailangan na kailangan ni Mother Earth yan. And as of now, Infinity, very exciting, no, sa upcoming match natin between the influencers na meron tayo. Ikaw ba? Ano ba ang nararamdaman mo?
Ako, excited na ako. Talagang gusto ko makita kung anong creativity pa ang makikita natin in the Rift for today's show match. We've seen 5 supports. We've seen 5 ADCs coming into the Rift a while ago of Nexplay Esports versus Sunsparks. Now the question would be, what's next in the influencer show match?
What's next, no? 5 smite. Yung sinasabi mo, feeling ko lalabas na ang 5 smite dito.
ano na ba yun? Mapupunta from a dream into reality. Yun yung sinasabi nila ba? Dream to a reality. That is gonna be the expectations right now for the influencer show match. And Berting Magiting, I don't really know what to expect right now. And nasabi mo kanina, no? White Pandas, Yasumeow, a shoutcaster in Wild Rift, Hypebeks, a content creator, Angelailaila is a pro player of Nexplay Esports, Tempest, Julianapzuu, content creator, Fofi, content creator as well. Then for the side of Green KOALAS, we have Riku, a very, very OG analyst and shoutcaster for League of Legends. Kaisaya, a content creator, shoutcaster, and challenger na siya, guys, sa League of Legends Wild Rift. Yvenne, League of Legends player, very, very well known. And right now, we're gonna have Nicknokmanok and Vambby as well for the side of Green KOALAS.
Alam mo, itong two teams sa to, I think, ako, personally, feeling ko, may lamang ang Green KOALAS pagdating sa games, but with the White Pandas, no, feeling ko hindi sila magpapadaig dito sa game natin. I think makakita tayo ng mga unexpected plays para dito sa both teams natin. Hindi ko lang alam, no, Infinity, kung sino ba ang gagawa dito sa two teams natin. Kung sino ba yung gagawa ng mga unexpected plays. Ikaw ba, meron ka bang idea kung sino?
Expected plays. Pag nagkaroon tayo ng 5 smite, pag nagkaroon tayo ng 5 jungle, ano na to? Naamoy ko na si
Hypebeks
jungle. Hypebeks in-game.
Si Hypebeks, oh.
Oo. Cosplay ni Hypebeks ngayon, guys. Comment down below. Hindi ko alam kasi kung nakalive siya ngayon eh. Pero you guys can check her page out and tingnan nyo kung nakalive siya and comment nyo kung sino nga ba ang cosplay ni Hypebeks ngayon. But nevertheless, Berting, it's gonna be very interesting. Paulit-ulit na natin sinasabi, 5 smites, 5 junglers, and I don't know what's gonna happen next.
Alam mo, natatawa talaga ako kasi, guys, sa mga nanonood, guys, please, i-comment nyo kung ano ba ang cosplay ni Hypebeks kasi ayokong may spoil, baka mamaya hindi pa pala naka-live, no? Sinabi na kagad natin, no? Maganda pag sa kanya, sa stream nyo mismo makita kung ano ba yung cosplay niya. Pero guys, sa question mo kanina, Infinity, tingin ko mga White KOALAS eh, mga ganun. Ikaw ba, ano ba tingin mo?
Oo. Ako naman, kung nasa White KOALAS.
Ay, Green KOALAS, I'm sorry. Green KOALAS pala, Green KOALAS.
Ay, kung nasa Green KOALAS ka, ako supportahan ng White Pandas. Let's go, Hypebeks, Yasumeow, Angelailaila, Julianapzuu, and Fofi. Para ano tayo, even level playing field yung prediction natin. No? But, for the people that are currently watching the stream, nagtatanong, nasaan na ba si Infinity? Asan si Berting? And we're currently supporting the cause of WWF. And we also encourage you around the world to switch off your lights to call attention to climate change. Today, Earth Hour aims to increase awareness and spark global conversations on protecting nature, not only to combat the climate crisis, but to ensure our own health, happiness, prosperity, and even survival.
Yes, indeed. And ganun lang kasimple, no? Para supportahan itong Earth Hour Showmatch natin. So, ano pang hinihintay nyo, guys? Please to turn off any lights dyan mismo sa mga bahay nyo para sumabay dito sa Earth Hour Showmatch. At di lang yun, Infinity, no? Maganda, very exciting. Kanina pa natin itong sinasabi, sobrang excited dito ng ating laban between the influencers. But the question is, sino ba ang mananalo sa dalawang grupo natin? Well, meron tayong nakita mga well-known personalities dito sa two teams natin. Pero may mga pro teams din dito. Actually, si one of them is Kaisaya, no? The multi-role. Actually, ito yung pwede mong sabihin kay Kaisaya, all around.
Yeah. Oo.
All around.
Mag-jungler, lahat. Kaya niya. Oo.
Challenger. Ano pang inito? Siyempre, pag meron kang teammates sa Challenger sa Wild Rift, parang it's a plus eh, no? Parang may aura. Pag nakatapat mo, parang may aura. Pero kasi ngayong araw na to, Infinity, hindi to yung typical ranked games or typical tournament na makikita natin. Makikita natin dito kung gaano ba kagaling mag-experiment itong mga influencers pagdating sa Wild Rift.
Absolutely. And alam mo, Berting, may naririnig din ako eh. Parang rinig ko, flex ka rin eh. Flex sa mga roles eh. Pwede ka mid, Draven jungler, Draven support, Draven ADC. Rinig ko, no? Paano nga ba? Paano nga ba gawin yun? Draven all around. Hello? Pero yeah, it's grabe. So, Right now, we're just waiting for the players, for the teams to come into lobby so that we can present to you guys some very, very intense gameplays. And of course, just a reminder for everyone once again, kung kakapasok nyo lang, asan ba si Infinity, asan si Berting Magiting, we're basically supporting the cause of WWF, and I really do encourage you guys na patayin nyo yung mga lights pag hindi nyo ginagamit, right? Turn off some electronics pag hindi nyo ginagamit, right? It really conserves energy, and if every single one of us actually goes to do this, malaking energy, malaking tulong ang mangyayari towards Mother Nature. And of course, I really want to thank you, every one of you guys, for watching the stream right now and supporting this wonderful Earth Hour Showmatch. Thank you to PPGL as well, the largest multi-game esports league in the Philippines, organized by Meneski Philippines and Globe Telecom. Hashtag reinvent your world with hashtag Globe 5G. Available in selected areas. Okay, diba? So inaabangan talaga natin, guys, na pumasok na sa lobbies yung mga teams na right now, and really do appreciate you guys for supporting the cause. Berting Magiting!
Eto, kanina yung tanong mo, no, yung sa flex, kaya ko naman lahat, pero isa lang yung champion natin, Infinity. Pero ikaw, nakita kita, Leona, tsaka Pantheon, usually yung ginagamit mo sa Wild Rift. Ano ba nakita mo sa dalawang bagong hero or dalawang champion ngayon ng Wild Rift?
Actually, I feel like Leona and Pantheon is gonna be right up there in terms of competitive scene. Si Diana, medyo iniisip ko kung paano siya mag-play around. Kasi yung ultimate niya, diba, there's a charge mechanic. So, alam mo mag-charge bago mo malapag, and habang nag-charge ka, palaki ng palaki yung radius ng ultimate ni Diana, which I think is gonna be much harder to settle kasi pwede mong i-stun, pwede mong i-CC, then bye-bye. Diba? So, I think Diana, in a sense right now, hindi ko pa alam, hindi ko pa maisip kung paano siya mag-work out. But Pantheon and Leona is gonna be very strong. And the reasons to why that is so, because Pantheon's ultimate provides you the ability to go for the quick responses. Para siyang TP, no? Para siyang TP na may damage. Para siyang TP na may damage. So I think it's gonna be very important in that aspect. Kasi Wild Rift is all about those quick responses. Wild Rift is all about those matches, those objectives. And pag meron ka Pantheon and you have the ultimate, you can respond very, very quickly against the enemy team. And in the same way, a Leona is very strong. Marami siyang engagements, marami siyang initial setups. Right? You have the stun from his ultimate and the slow as well pag hindi tumama ng sakto. You also have yung root niya for 0.3 seconds ata, no? Yung third skill niya, which actually initiates and engages against the enemy team. And you also have the stun ng first skill niya in addition to the resistance na binibigay ng second skill niya. So, I think Pantheon Leona is gonna be really top-notch in terms of the competitive scene, and we can expect a lot coming right up for the summer season.
And actually, for Pantheon, actually, itong Pantheon na to is a flexible champion. No? Pwede siyang maging jungle, pwede siyang mid lane, pwede siyang baron lane, pwede rin siyang maging support. And very exciting, no, na makita to sa pagdating sa pro scene. And for the side of Leona naman, no, Leona, one of the good champion pagdating sa League of Legends because of the crowd control na meron siya. Di lang yun, sobrang ganda niya mag-initiate pagdating sa League of Legends. And take note, lumabas na siya dito sa Wild Rift. So, makakakita ba tayo ng mga 5-man solar flare, mga ganun ba pagdating sa pro scene, or makakita pa tayo ng unexpected roles para dito sa Leona. And for Diana, no, yung sinasabi mong si Diana, parang Pantheon din kasi ang Diana, pwede siyang mid lane, pwede siyang baron lane, pwede din siyang jungle. Actually, minsan ginajungle talaga isang Diana kasi ang sakit niya mang-burst damage, at di lang yun, with the ultimate, sobrang sakit ng AoE damage na binibigay niya. Kaya niya mambura ng isang champion saglitan lang. And dahil lumabas na rin sila dito sa ating Wild Rift, so makikita natin yung 100% capability ng isang champion na pagdating sa pro scene.
And speaking of coming right up sa Wild Rift, Berting, it was recently announced yung patch 2.2, which is gonna be very exciting for me personally kasi it's not just 3, it's not just 2 champions that are gonna come live in patch 2.2. It's 5 champions, and it's not just any champions because it is gonna be the champions na talagang kakain ng mga ADCs in the Rift.
Oh my god, the Kha'Zix and the Rengar. Pero matagal pa sila eh, no?
Oo.
Tama ba? Parang matagal pa sila eh. Parang ang unang atang lalabas is the Ramos. Tama ba?
Yeah.
Or the other champion. Pero yeah, with the introduction of Kha'Zix and Rengar, makikita mo talaga yung kaba ng mga ADC pagdating sa Dragon Lane natin. Kasi itong dalawang champion na to, ito yung champion na pag nag-SS, talaga mabubura yung ADC mo. Pag nagdilim yung screen, ang kailangan gawin ng support is dikitan mismo yung ADC niya. Pero ngayon, ang daming changes no dun sa 2.2 natin Infinity. Nandiyan din yung mga Frozen Heart, dumagdag din yung mga changes dun sa items natin, 'di ba? And di lang 'yon for sure. Dahil dun sa changes na meron tayo, mas mag-iiba din mismo yung rotation ng mga pro teams. Marami pa tayong makikitang play or marami pa tayong madidiscover na hindi marami pa tayong nadidiscover sa mga pro players natin tulad ng NXT, Execration, Lia, mga ganyan mga sumali mismo na pre-season ng Icon series.
Yeah, and basically the quality of life features of Wild Rift coming into patch 2.2 in the next month is gonna be very, very big. Sobrang helpful niya to not just competitive players but overall yung mga gamers natin na nag-rank, yung mga casual games, makakatulong ng malaki to sa inyo. So I really encourage you guys to wait for patch 2.2 because it's gonna be very, very amazing and it's really gonna be helpful for every single one of us. And you know what, speaking of helpful, Berting, if you want to help the cause of WWF, the donations can be shown on screen so that you can donate into the provision of 100 education modules for 100 students. And at the same time, I encourage every single one of you guys to turn electricity off pag hindi nyo ginagamit. At pag meron kayo nakabukas na electricity in the living room, tapos wala naman kayo doon, please turn it off. This helps a lot for Mother Nature.
Yes, indeed. At di lang yun, hindi lang kay Mother Nature kayo nakakatulong. Nakakatulong din kayo sa magulang nyo dahil hindi ka gumagamit ng kuryente, di ba? Pag hindi mo naman ginagamit, why not turn off the lights or turn off other electricity na tingin mong hindi naman ginagamit pero nakasaksak pa din.
Absolutely, oo. And of course, tamang-tama, diba? And of course, I also want to thank every single one of you guys in supporting the stream and supporting this event. And thank you to PPGL, Globe, and Riot Games for supporting this event. And sino nga ba si PPGL? It's basically the largest multi-game esports league in the Philippines, organized by Menesky Philippines and Globe Telecom. #reinvent your world with #Globe 5G available in selected areas. Grabe no 5G na tayo, Berting Magiting.
Yes, 5G. Tamang-tama, no? Paglalaro ng Wild Rift. Kung mabagal man ang inyong Wi-Fi, why not try the Globe 5G? Na sabi nga ni Infinity na available sa mga selected areas. So, kung ano pang hinihintay nyo, gumawa na kayo ng SIM card ng Globe at magpa-load na kayo sa Globe.
Insta-fast internet.
Yes, fast internet. Mas mabilis pa sa pass ang internet ng Globe. Tandaan nyo yan, guys.
Yeah. So, sa mga nagtatanong once again, sa mga kakarating lang po, kung bakit hindi nyo po kami nakikita, we're basically supporting the cause of the Earth Hour. Okay, so Earth Hour basically encourages people around the world to switch off their lights to call attention to climate change. And today, Earth Hour aims to increase awareness and spark global conversations on protecting nature, not only to combat the climate crisis, but to ensure our own health, happiness, prosperity, and even survival. So this is from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So hopefully you guys adhere to the Earth Hour.
Yes, and tama yun. And all you have to do, guys, turn up the electricity, sabi nga ni Peter. Di lang yun, syempre, sa mga gusto rin tumulong dyan. All you have, mga simple ways, share the stream at syempre encourage nyo yung mga taong malapit sa inyo na support this Earth Hour Showmatch dahil dun sa pag-share nyo ng stream, malay nyo may mga tao na gusto pang tumulong para dito sa ating nature. Sabi nga nila, speak for nature, diba? Connect to Earth.
Really connect to Earth, guys. So yeah, it helps a lot of things. So once again, sa mga kakarating lang po, let's actually run a breakdown on what happened a while ago, Berting. How did NXP versus Sunsparks actually happen? And now that's gonna be the question to some of the viewers that actually came in right now, so we can talk about a little bit of that, Berting, on what actually happened. Game number 1, 5 ADCs. 4 support, 3 support, 2 support, 1 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 support, What can you say about it, Bertie?
Game number 1, maganda yung ginawa ng Nexplay, no? Because of the Sunsparks early invade dun sa Red Buff. Because of that, nakakuha mismo ng advantage yung Nexplay Esports. Nakakuha sila ng kills at dahil dun sa kills na Infinity, nakakuha sila ng momentum hanggang sa lumamang sila ng lumamang pagdating sa gold lead. Tsaka pagdating din mismo sa item na meron tayo. Hindi lang yung gap na gap din sila sa XP at ang ganda rin talaga ng rotation. Also the champions na meron ang Nexplay Esports. And Infinity, for the game number 2 naman, tingin mo ano ba ang naging kulang sa Nexplay Esports? Because Sunsparks get that game with the all support role.
I think that's the thing, right? For game number 2 kasi, lahat sila nag-support. Lahat sila nag-support and all mid sila. And when you're looking at the draft of Nexplay, I think it was actually pretty good and it's spot on. And they got the early lead against Sunsparks, but I think at times, medyo nagiging aggressive sila, wala sila kasama sa isa't isa. So, I think that was the problem na medyo nagsisplit sila. They were going 1-1 against the enemy team. So, overall, if you're talking about what 5v1 types of setups, 5v1 types of advantage, Sunsparks is gonna take it home, right? So, I think yun yung naging problem, yun yung naging kulang. Yun nga sa sagot ng tanong mo, Berting Magiting, for the 7 Nexplay Esports on game number 2.
Tsaka i-add ko lang din, no, yung sustain capability ng Sunsparks using the Seraphine, also the Sona. Hindi lang sustain ang meron yung dalawang champion na yun, no, Infinity. Meron din silang damage na inaambag na mas malaki pa mismo dun sa ADC or dun sa Soraka na meron mismo yung Nexplay Esports. And because of that, ang ganda rin mismo Infinity ng mga initiate or counter initiate din ng ating Rakan for the side of Sunsparks. Well, same for the Nexplay, but mas lumamang dun yung ating Sunsparks because of the sustain na meron din talaga sila. AOE heal, no? AOE heal, AOE stun, may Ani, merong Seraphine, merong Soda, merong Rakan. Parang lahat nasa kanila eh.
So basically, in summary, for the viewers who just came in, NXP versus Sunsparks a while ago did a very interesting type of setup, very interesting type of game, wherein Nexplay Esports and Sunsparks went in all 5 ADCs in game number 1, and Nexplay won that very game because of their quick responses, their early rotations, and kudos to Joshi for going in a lot of roams in the early game and proceeding for them to gain the advantage up against Sunsparks for game number 1. But that isn't over because Sunsparks went in for game number 2 and took it home for the 5v5 type of support all mid lane. So basically, it was ARAM all over again, but here in Wild Rift. And the advantage of Sunsparks was basically, as stated by Berting, yung dami ng CCs nila, dami nilang sustainability, and I guess a little bit of mistakes coming from Nexplay Esports. So ganda ng laban kanina, Berting. And I hope we can see it once again in the Influencer Showmatch. This is gonna happen real soon. So we're just waiting right now for the players to actually come right up into our lobby so that we could start, right? And for those of you that are wondering, sino nga ba yung mga influencers, sino mga esports personalities maglalaro mamaya? Wala kaming idea. Well, you're in luck because I'm gonna state on who is gonna play out in today's Influencer Showmatch. So basically, it's White Pandas against Green Koalas. So White Pandas is Yasumeow, Hypebeks, Angelailaila, Julianapzuu, and Fofi. So if you know, Yasumeow was a shoutcaster before, and she is a shoutcaster right now for League of Legends Wild Rift. She was a content creator for League of Legends as well in the early years. So very OG. Hypebeks, a Wild Rift content creator. Every single day she switches up yung cosplay niya, no? And I remember one day na Nagsoraka siya na cosplay, no? And she showed it on stream. So if you guys are interested in more contents like that, cosplay, naglalaro during stream, I recommend checking her page out. Angelailaila, sino nga ba siya? She is a pro player for Nexplay Esports Tempest, yung female team ng Nexplay Esports for League of Legends Wild Rift. You can check her out more in future tournaments. Fofi and Julianapzuu are your content creators for League of Legends Wild Rift. So now that White Pandas, napag-usapan na natin, let's go to Green Koalas. Sino nga ba ang mga kasama sa Green Koalas? Is it gonna be shotcaster, content creator, or players? And to answer that question, basically lahat. All of the above, okay? All of the above kasama yon. More specifically, si Riku, Kaisaya, Yvenne, Nicknokmanok, and Vambby are gonna play for Green Koalas. As you all know, Riku is a shotcaster analyst for League of Legends. She was, I think, one of the OG original shotcasters for League of Legends back in the day. Kaisaya is a pro player, content creator, shoutcaster, analyst, host, whatever you may call it. She has it. She knows it. And Kaisaya right now is a challenger in League of Legends Wild Rift. So we can expect challenger gameplay, guys. Challenger gameplay, ladies and gentlemen.
Ganon katindi, no? Si Kaisaya. Siya kayo sinasabi natin Infinity na all-around person. Hindi lang pang League of Legends parang sa buhay-buhay din no. And we know naman na si Kaisaya one of the most, parang we can say na sobrang dami niyang account na parang high ranking din, and as of now siya yung may pinakamataas na rank dito sa showmatch natin. Challenger, kahit ako hindi ko kaya yan.
Ako lang ako unranked.
Unranked?
Unranked na ako co-op versus AI pala. Co-op versus AI. Oo. Ikaw ba, Berting? Saan ka?
Ako, doon din ako kay Kaisaya. Kasi parang solid sila no? Riku, Kaisaya, Yvenne, and si Nicknokmanok, tsaka si Vambby. Parang nararamdaman ko parang meron silang sync.
Yon.
Parang may teamwork sila. Well, may teamwork din naman ang kabilang teams. But with the rank na meron tayo, syempre, sa mo pagdating sa challenger lang yung individual skills din talaga ni Kaisaya. And for sure, makakita tayo dito ng mga, gaya nga nasabi mo, mga challenger plays.
Challenger plays indeed. And I think some of the top champions that Kaisaya is playing is Corky, diba? Naglalaro siya ng jungler. He's seen before sa One Esports?
Yeah, one Esports.
Female Fatale, I think. Di ko alam paano i-pronounce yung team name But yeah, she played jungler in the team for that one. So, yeah, a lot of expectations right now for Influencer Showmatch.
Kalaro niya, kung di ako nagkakamali, no, kampi niya si Fofi, no, yung actually kalaban niya ngayon, yung isa sa mga teammates niya. So tingnan natin kung ano bang kung basang-basa ba ni Kaisaya yung gameplay ni Fofi.
So, go.
And sa mga nanonood dyan, guys, if you want to donate, please go to the GCash at
So, for ways to donate to WWF, you can do so via paybills on USSD. Dial *143# and enter 9 to pick GCash. Click reply on the top right. Next, input 5 and click reply on the top right for pay bills. Next step is to input 4 by search and click reply on the top right. Input WWF and click reply on the top right. And lastly, input 1 and click reply on the top right to access the WWF biller. The next way to actually donate to WWF is via transfer money on BPI app as well. Go to transfer tab, then tap on transfer money, tap transfer to third party, then fill out the details. WWF BPI account is 19930539194. Double check the details, then tap confirm. Then the third way to donate to WWF is via sending money on the BDO app. Go to Send Money tab, then tap onto any BDO account, enter the donation amount and the WWF BDO account 00421-000-3967, then tap continue. Double check the details, then press continue. The fourth way to donate to WWF is via Send Money on the PayPal app. In the home screen, tap Send. In the search tab, enter donations at wwf.org.ph. Then enter the donation amount, then tap Next. the last but not the least, to donate to WWF is via pay bills on the GCash app. Open GCash and click on pay bills, scroll down and click on others, and lastly, scroll down and click on WWF. Easy steps, easy ways to donate to WWF in provisions to the 100 education modules for the students. So, diba? Nakakaano sa puso, nakakatulong for the Earth Hour Showmatch. It could help a lot of students, a lot of people, right, na makaaral. So, very, very good cause right now.
Yes, indeed. At di lang naman yun yung ways, Infinity, para tumulong dito sa ating Earth Hour Showmatch. All you have to, pwede rin kayo mag-share ng stream to encourage everyone para makapag-suporta dito sa ating showmatch. At di lang yun, dahil hindi lang naman ikaw ang sumusuporta dito sa showmatch natin. Nandito rin ang ating mga influencer sa Wild Rift. And sabi nga nila, di ba? Speak up for nature, #connect to Earth. So sa mga nanonood dyan sa ating page sa PPGL, also sa YouTube, all you have to do is share the stream and syempre like nyo rin yung page ng PPGL and support this Earth Hour Showmatch.
And also a quick reminder that we're now to 33 minutes left for the Earth Hour. Highly encourage you guys to support the cause of turning off electricities and lights if ever it is not being used. It helps a lot in Mother Nature. It helps a lot in your electricity bill, and that will definitely help a lot for the cause of WWF.
Yes, indeed. At hinihintay lang natin sa mga nanonood dyan, sa mga fans ng ating Wild Rift influencers. Hinihintay lang po natin na mag-start ang kanilang game number 1. Sa mga nagtatanong nga pala, no, bakit kami feature lang? Yun ang, ito yung isa sa mga dahilan or isa sa mga way para suportahan ng ating Earth Hour Showmatch. Gaya nga rin sinabi ng Infinity, turn off nyo yung mga electricity na hindi nyo na ginagamit para magsilbing pagsanggip sa ating Mother Earth. And yeah, Infinity, no? Very exciting para dito sa influencer. We have a best of game Two games. Yeah, sorry. 2 games para dito sa influencer match natin, and very exciting para sa experiment na gagawin nila.
Experiment indeed. And of course, exciting show matches, exciting gameplay, exciting everything all around. And of course, this is possible through the support of PPGL, Philippines, Globe, and Riot Games. Maraming salamat rin sa WWF. Siyempre tayo rin gamers, sinusuportahan itong cause na ito.
Yes, indeed. And sa mga nanonood dyan sa comments, sa mga nanonood dyan sa Facebook page, sa mga nagko-comment dyan, guys, easy lang kayo. Maraming fans ang mga nanonood sa atin Infinity Special, including si Hypebeks. Talagang nagre-request sila sino daw ba ang gustong i-cosplay dito ni Hypebeks. Ikaw ba, Infinity, may tanong ako sa'yo. Pag nag-request ka ba, ano bang gusto mong cosplay ni Hypebeks?
Gusto ko Draven.
Draven, malaki ulo.
Yung sa'yo, Draven. Di ko alam kung nakita na ng mga viewers yung paparating na skin on April for patch 2.2. But Draven skin is, I think, one of the most interesting skins known to the Rift. And yes, I'm very, very excited to see it in terms of their gameplays. Ang laki ng ulo kasi ng Draven. So, sobrang interesting. So, pag ako papapiliin, kung akong tatanungin, sino nga ba ang papakosplay mo kay Hypebeks, no? Draven. Easy. Yun ang sagot.
Draven. Alam mo ba, Infinity, itong Draven, ano siya, parang April Fool's skin na ginamit mismo ng Riot. Kaya, tsaka siya lang yung champion, bukod kay Timo na merong parang event sa League of Legends, yung League of Draven. Yung League of Draven na event is lahat ng champion, pati minions, pati jungle, ang itsura si Draven. Ganon siya ka-influensya. Tapos yung Timo naman, yung malaking Timo na, nakalimutan ko kung anong mode siya, pero may malaking Timo, parang final boss, nasusugod mismo sa base. Yeah. So parang parang ang ganda lang gamitin, no, na yung character mo parang control sa kalaban.
True. I think you stated game mode. May narinig tayo, ARAM is coming right up for patch 2.2. But at the same time, may narinig din ako, Berting Magiting. And I think The game is now gonna start for the Influencer Showmatch. Game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. We're now down for Green Koalas versus Team White Pandas.
Ay, walang exhibition match na nangyari dito, Infinity. At mga kaibigan, as you can see, for the side of White Pandas, maganda ang lineup nila dito. They have the crowd control, hard crowd control na meron, including the Orianna, Brom, also the Wukong. Hindi lang Wukong eh. Nandyan din si Malphite, no, as a Baron lane. And for the side of Green Koalas, Infinity, Kaisa, Fiora, Altar, Orianna, also the Wukong. In the early games, I think medyo lalamang dito, Infinity, ang Green Koalas because of the damage output na kaya nilang ibigay sa White Pandas with the Fiora, also the Kaisa.
And speaking of which, you know what, you stated Kaisa. What do you think about the individual matchup of Kaisa versus Jinx in the Dragon Lane?
I think mas lamang dito yung Kaisa pagdating doon sa Jinx because of the Ikatian Rain na meron mismo ang isang Kaisa. At di lang Ikatian Rain eh, also yung second skill niya na may long range damage at also the mobility na meron yung ating Kaisa. Siguro magkakatalo na lang dito sa Dragon Lane yung paano mag-initiate yung jungle tsaka yung support na meron sila. Kasi ang support dito ng White Pandas is the Braum. We know naman yung Braum is one of the champions na sobrang ganda magprotekta sa kanyang mga ADC. While the Alistar is one of the champions na most banned pagdating sa pro team, no? Ang lakas niya mag-initiate pagdating sa team fight.
Absolutely. And speaking of initiate, when you're looking at White Pandas, you have Yasumeow with the Orianna for the Shockwave, you have Braum with the Glacial Fissure, you have Wukong for the Cyclone, and you also have Malphite for the ultimate. So basically, it's a setup all around. But speaking of setup right now, it's gonna be Green Koala going in for the 4-man roam, going in for the knockback onto Angelailaila, and that is gonna be first blood going to the side of Green Koalas, and they're taking it home for the first blood. That is gonna lead them to a 1k gold lead for the side of Green Koalas.
That is a good headbutt, no, mula dito sa Alistar. Na-deny niya dito yung Wukong at di lang yon, Infinity. Nakuha nila yung red and blue buffs for the side of White Pandas and napakalaking advantage nun for the side of Green Koalas. Because of that, madedelay dito yung Wukong na makapag-farm sa mga minions niya. At di lang yun, mas mabilis magle-level 5 ang isang Wukong. We know naman pagdating ng level 5, sobrang ganda na ng initiate dito ng Wukong with the Cyclone, no? So basically, pwede kagad siyang gumank sa other lanes like the Baron or the mid lane. And for the side of mid lane kasi dito, Infinity, yung Dragon Lane kasi natin dito, more on farm lang talaga yun. Kita mo naman, may bakbaka tayo dito.
Bum is now gonna be another kill going to the side of Green Koalas with a good response from the Wukong, and that is just perfect because right now it's 3 minutes into the game. This is the time that you go for a reset. This is not the time that you go for the initial setup. Now White Pandas is doing the same thing against Green Koalas with Angelailaila going for the response into the Dragon Lane, but not gonna be successful as Green Koalas is safe under the turret.
Yes, indeed. And kung mapapansin mo, speaking of level 5, no, ng Wukong, pagkasabi ko ng level 5, gumang kagad dito sa may bandang Baron Lane side ng White Pandas to kill the Malphite. Pero kasi ang problema ngayon kasi dito ng White Pandas, kailangan nilang ipa-late game yung game. Dahil kung hindi sila magle-late game, malulugi sila dito sa Green Koalas. We know naman yung capability ng White Pandas. This is a AP Malphite, no, kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Naka-Airy yung Malphite natin. So basically, ang target dito ng Malphite is to get a kill as soon as possible using the unstoppable force na meron siya. And kung mapapansin natin dito, Infinity, si Riku nasa gitna. Iniwan niya na yung Baron Lane. Kasi meron tayong VR. Yung pala yun.
Oh, the Malphite is not going to be available for White Panda, so it's the advantage for Green Koalas right now. The wave is going to push for the side of White Pandas against Green Koalas into the Baron Lane. But right now, Green Koalas have stated their dominance into the Dragon Spit for the first dragon of the matchup. Green Koalas has the advantage in terms of items right now, so it's going to be very interesting on what White Pandas is going to do. But we have Vambby going in for some zoning capabilities. Knock up against the enemy team. You also have Wukong going for the Cyclone, trying to go for the steal, and that is going to be steal indeed. The flash is now going to come through for the Wukong, and that is going to be another kill. It's now a 2-4-2 terrain of a 3v3. You have Orianna being killed by the side of Green Koalas and Hypebeks and RD to live for her, and that is going to be the first huge team fight going to the side of Green Koalas. But Dragon goes to the side of White Pandas.
Yes, that is a good smite mula dito sa Wukong for the side of White Pandas. Alam dito ng Wukong kung ano ba yung priorities na kaya niyang gawin. Pero ang kapalit noon, Infinity, Green Koalas get a lot of kills mula dun sa DR bugs natin. To the point na magkaroon na kaagad ng mga first items dito yung ibang membro ng Green Koalas. Especially si Kaisaya, no? Kung mapapansin mo, going to the Mortal Reminder, also the BR card na meron siya. Actually, hindi niya nga agad binobuo yung items na gusto niya. Parang tinitingi niya lang ang ginagawa dito ni Kaisaya. While yung ating jungle for the side of Green Koalas, meron na siyang GA, also the Redemption, and that will be Vambby, no?
And I like the BF sword first item of Kaisa because that enables you to actually up your skills, right? And when you up your skills, that's just gonna scale your damage output much quicker for their team. So I like how the pickups right now is going through. But Yasumeow is going for the Leandra's first item. And nakita nga natin kanina that the Jinx of White Pandas already has the Mortal Reminder. So they're really going against the Fiora at this point to just delay the amount of HP that they get.
Yes, hindi. At mukhang magkakaroon tayo ng clash dito, Infinity. This is the second objective. So, power game, and that will be the Herald. And kita mo naman, yung ginagawa dito ni Vambby DR, talagang sinazone niya yung ibang miyembro ng Pandas. While yung Wukong for the side of Green Koalas will start his job na makuha mismo yung objectives na kukunin nila. Teleportation mula kay Bombol. That is 3-man shockwave. Infinity, meron tayong clash.
Oh, Vambby is actually going for the knock-up onto Wukong. What is gonna be the next step? It's gonna be the clash flashes in for the side of White Pandas, but the Cyclone actually delays the fight. The GA is gonna be popped by the side of Green Koalas, but we have the response coming right up. It's gonna be the Shockwave connecting to 2, and that is White Pandas securing the enemy team, but the quadra kill from the Oriana and DA has been stolen by the Wukong, and Kaisa is happily freely going for the farm in the Dragon Lane.
Oh my God, Yvenne with the quadra kill as to ganun kabilis ang ginawa dito ng Oriana for the side of Green Koalas. But still, Infinity, no? White Pandas, consistent ang ginagawa dito ni Angela na makumuha ng mga objectives. Nakuha niya yung Herald sa ganung klaseng close game. But the advantage ay nandun pa rin naman sa Green Koalas. They will get the first torrent dito sa mid lane natin. Also, yung kills and the gold lead na meron tayo, mas lamang na dito yung Green Koalas. Kita mo naman, Infinity, yung Wukong natin.
But we have a follow-up from the Wukong, though. The 2-man knock-up from the Alistar actually delaying the fight. That is a good zone king capabilities. But we have Angelailaila going in for the Rift Herald into the mid lane, going for some baits, going for some plays, and probably going for the half HP onto the Rift Herald. Kaisa, though, is reducing a lot of damage against the clone of Wukong. We have the knock-off from Vambby. The flash is forced. The Glacial Fissure is forced to delay the fight. And that is one ultimate down for the side of White Pandas in the 30 seconds mark, where an Infernal Drake is gonna be waiting in the next objective.
And kita mo naman yung bigayan, no, ng dalawang teams natin, while the top lane or yung Baron lane natin talagang nagsusuntukan si Bam Bam or Boom Boom tsaka si Riku dito. Ang sakit ng damage ng Fiora, and look at the parry na meron mismo yung ating Fiora. Actually, with the parry, kaya niyang i-dodge yung unstoppable force ng ating Alistar. While Alistar, Malphite dito, Infinity, naghihintay lang siya ng items niya na pang AP or more on power, magic power, para makapag-delete mismo ng isang champion sa side ng Green Koalas. At ito na, Infinity, yung ating second Drake of our game, and mukhang makukuha na to ng Green Koalas.
That's gonna be a very important dragon for the side of Green Koalas, as we have Warthog going in for the Cyclone against the enemy team. 3-man knockup from the Alistar. Actually a very good setup. We have Yvenne, we have Kaisa going for 3 hits into the backside. Their vibe is now gonna be popped off by White Pandas, and Angelailaila goes for the Cyclone to just go back away, and that is a 1-for-0 trade-off. But Yvenne wants more kills, as he opted to go back away. The Super Mega Rocket actually connecting to her. That would be 1-for-0 trade-off and Infernal Drake for the side of Green Koalas.
Grabe ang clash na ginawa ng Green Koalas after they get the DR dito sa may bandang baba natin. Ang ganda rin ng Cyclone Infinity ng Wukong dito to get a 2 knock-up for the side of White Pandas. At Yvenne, mukhang napapalaban siya dito sa ating unggoy. Hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa, kundi 3 Infinity with the zone niya.
Interesting shockwave. that was forced in a secured kill. So I think that is a potential mistake for the side of White Pandas because the Baron Nashor is gonna be Warthogs going for the Cyclone again to Yasumeow, but he is forced to back away for now as we have the Braum actually going in for the defense, going for the sustainability against the enemy team. Angelailaila actually going into the kill range actually connect, but we have Fiora into the backside going in for the flank. Actually one more kill for their team. That is a 1-for-1 trade-off, making a double kill as Jinx falls down as well. Bum retreats quickly ahead of the curve right now, but the Cyclone actually delays this. The knock-up is gonna be very important as one more hit is gonna secured by Kaisaya to bring down the Malphite, and that is a 3 kill overall in trade of 1 kill for the side of White Pandas.
Oh my god, hindi napapansin dito si Riku or yung Fiora dito, mga kaibigan. And kung mapapansin nyo, yung Unstoppable Force, walang tinamaan ni Skisa yung Malphite dun sa ultimate niya. And that is a good advantage for the side of Green KOALAS, no? Dahil wala na kagad yung pinakamalakas na crowd control dito ng White Pandas. At di lang yun, habang napipressure ang White Pandas dito sa 4 na players ng Green KOALAS, si Riku nagtratrabaho lang siya kanina pa dun sa Baron Lane hanggang sa mabasag niya yung second tower dito sa Baron Lane natin. And kung mapapansin mo dito in PG, sobrang ganda na ng items ni Kaisaya. Meron na siyang BRK, meron na siyang runan, so level 2 na kagad yung Ikatian rin niya. While the Orianna for the side of White Pandas, meron siyang Luden's Echo, meron siyang Liandry, also the Zonias. And Infinity, may bakbahan na naman tayo dito sa Dragon.
Kayn Rain actually producing a lot of damage. We have Fiora going for the flank, actually getting the kill. And Soriana got to fall down. Redemption actually delaying the fight, producing a lot of HP. The flash away from the Braum is going to be forced out with Fiora lunging and getting the kill once more. The ultimate is going to be forced by the Malphite to just go back to safety. And that is massive ultimates wasted for the side of White Pandas. And that is going to be a good end of that trade there for the side of Green KOALAS.
Yes, indeed. And napakaganda. At dito na natin nakikita yung difference nung dalawang teams natin. Also yung items tsaka yung level din na meron dito yung ating Green KOALAS. Nagagap na yung ibang membro ng White Pandas, but it's still not the end of this game. Kita mo naman yung rocket dito ng ating team trying to KS yung ating Baron Vambby. Tingnan natin kung gagawin. That's one strike. Oh, what? A kill! Infinity!
Word, but hold on because we have more kills coming right up for the side of Green KOALAS, getting 3 kills at the same time. Kaisaya actually falls down. That is massive pickup from the White Pandas. Jinx falls down. One more member remaining for the side of White Pandas to go back away. Braum is too far ahead in the curve, and Yasumeow actually goes fall down. And that is it. The Braum is gonna stay alive, and I do hope so that he falls back for now, as he is the only one remaining who has the Baron Bomb.
Grabe, si Angelailaila. Sobrang haba ng lay. Ang ganda lang, ang galing niya mag-smite, no, sa mga objectives na meron tayo dito sa game. And because of that, Infinity, walang masyadong advantage dito yung ibang miyembro ng Green KOALAS. And look at this, Fofi and Yvenne, magkaibigan to sa tunay na buhay. And kita mo naman ang ginagawa nila. Nagkadikitan lang, no? And sakit din ang racket, actually, ng Jinx. Kalahati kagad yung buhay ni Yvenne.
Now, we have Kaisaya and Yvenne actually hovering into the mid lane, trying to go for the push, trying to go for the kill. GA is going to be caught by Warthogs and the Alistar, and Wukong is not going to stay alive as we have now more pressure for the side of Green KOALAS. We have the member advantage right now. A Kaden Rain actually producing a lot of damage. Launch actually trying to kill. We have the Wukong Cyclone for the side of Green KOALAS to just secure the Orianna, Malphite, and Jinx. The only one remaining go for the ultimate with Vambby trying to go for the kill. But not gonna be enough. 1 HP remaining for the Malphite. But you know what they're looking for? The tier 2 turret into the Dragon Lane.
Yes, indeed. Talagang ito na yung clean up na ginagawa mismo ng Green KOALAS for the side of White Pandas. Talagang kinukuha na nila lahat ng auto turrets dito ng White Pandas para ma-open mismo Infinity, no? Yung mga neutral minions na meron tayo sa mapa. At hindi lang yun. Pag nakuha mo yung mga second towers dito sa game natin, sobrang laki ng chance na makuha mo na rin yung mga resources mismo ng White Pandas. And because of that, mas lalaki pa ang lamang nyo dito sa ating laban. And take note, wala nang outer turrets ang White Panda dito. So basically, sobrang open na ng mga jungle ng White Panda. And kung mapapansin din natin dito, Infinity, pagdating sa Golden, sobrang laki ng lamang ng Green KOALAS.
And I think one of the mistakes right now for the side of White Pandas is their lack of vision. If you're looking at the map, Look at that. Green Koalas has the vision onto the Dragon's Pit, has the vision near the face, has vision all around. Wherein White Pandas only has one in their very own jungle. So that's going to be very important to take note as we have Vambby actually having their sights onto Fofi right now. And Yvenne actually catching right up to go for a quick response if ever a fight occurs. But they're opting to back away for now as White Pandas is at a massive disadvantage of 17k gold lead.
Gumamit ata ng shockwave si Yvenne dito sa side ng Green Koalas. I think that is a misclick mula dito sa Green Koalas. Nagamit ni Yvenne yung shockwave niya. So basically, White Pandas, pwede pa nilang mabaliktad to. Walang ultimate si Yvenne dito. Kasi kung mapapansin mo, Infinity, sobrang sakit na din ng Oriana dito ng Green Koalas. And because of that, parang merong mercy na nangyari sa White Pandas dito. Pero tignan natin kung ano bang mangyari. That is a good pulverize para dito sa Alice na Infinity. Meron tayong flash.
The knockup is gonna set up a play. That killer instinct is actually very good from Kaisaya. And now they're down 4 members left for the side of White Pandas. Make it a 3 as Fjord actually secured one more kill. But the trade-off is gonna occur. Fjord falls down. Hypebeks EV flashes away in that very instance that she is gonna fall down. That is gonna be a 1-for-1 trade-off. And White Pandas has secured a massive kill, a massive gank against Green Koalas with Riku actually falling down.
Yes, that is a good trade for the both teams. But, nakita mo ba yung shockwave din ni Yasumeow? Sabi ni Yasumeow, kung nagkamali si Yvenne, magkakamali rin ako. Wala rin tumamang shockwave dahil yung bola mismo ng Oriana ay nandun sa ating Wukong. Which is yung Wukong wala ng buhay kaya nag-back. And this is a good BR para dito sa Green Koalas. Ngayon, wala nang steal na magaganap dito for the side of White Pandas. And I think napakalaking halaga nito for the side of Green Koalas para mabasag nila yung mga third torrent natin dito sa ating game. And kung mapapansin ko, Infinity yung items na meron tayo. Hypebeks with a Mortal Reminder, i.e. also the Runans. With a Quicksilver, I think mas better siguro kung nagano na lang siya, no? Nag-Anzonia, then go for the GA na meron tayo.
Absolutely. It gives you more sustainability and it gives your teammates more time to actually go for responses. And going back a bit, kaya wala tayong steal na nakita is because the ultimates of the Wukong is not going to be available. The shockwave is already used and no response. Nawala din si Malphite to go for the ultimate into the Baron's Pit. So I think that was a smart move from NXP Angelailaila to just fall back a bit. You know what? Let's respect the enemy team. We don't have a setup. We don't have the Cyclones to actually go for the steal.
Yes, indeed. And ito na yung ating third game. And kita mo naman!
Insta-killer instinct, insta-pop off for the GA. But now we're gonna have more fights coming right up into the mid lane. We have Warthogs going for the knock-up against Fofi. Yvenne goes for the poke against Malphite. Half HP and just a single skill of an Oriana just proves them right with the items and the gold that they are at. 19k gold league against White Pandas, and to add on to all that, you also have the Infernal Drake for their team right now. So that is massive advantage. Shockwave is gonna connect. Braum is gonna fall down. That is 4v5 situation right now. As Fjord's going for the split push into the Dragon lane. Warthog's Yvenne going for the mid lane pressure right now against White Pandas.
Oo nga, no? Walang lifesteal si Hypebeks dito. Kaya pala hindi rin siya tumatagal dito sa laban natin. I think kailangan niya dito ng lifesteal like a Bloodthirster or the Death Dance or BRK. Actually, pwede pa rin naman ng BRK even though na-nerf siya dito sa mga previous patch natin. Pero as of now, with the Infernal, with the Elder, also the BR buffs na meron ng Green Koalas, sobrang laking ahead na mismo dito ng blue team natin. And speaking of blue team, basag na yung gitna, Infinity!
Ooh, the Cater Rain actually goes around obliterating enemy HP. Now the GA is gonna be popped. Malphite is not gonna connect to anyone as Cyclone is forced to back away for now for NXP Angelailaila, and that is gonna be indeed worth it for Green Koalas as they are gonna go in game number 1 against White Pandas in a very dominating fight against your enemy team.
What a game, ladies and gentlemen, para dito sa both teams natin. But Green Koalas will get that game. Look at the score, 11-0 para dito kay Warthogs. Siya ang MVP of the game. Pero syempre, well commended pa rin naman dito sa side ng White Pandas. Walang iba kundi si Angelailaila or yung ating Wukong or yung jungle nila mismo. Dalawang steal, no? With the objectives na meron sila, yung BR tsaka yung Herald na meron tayo. And syempre, may mga pagkakamali rin siguro talaga dito yung ibang membro sa side ng red side team. But ito lang ang masasabi natin, Infinity. Dito natin nakikita yung pagiging challenger ni Kaisaya, no? Ang ginagawa lang ni Kaisaya sa Dragon Lane, pini-freeze lane niya lang talaga. Hindi hintay niya magkamali yung ADC, also yung support mismo ng ating red side team.
Absolutely. And it's very interesting, right? Kaisa, as you stated, was just going all around, just damaging enemy team. And I think one important thing as well is nakaka-free hit siya. A Canyon Rain was free hit. Killer Instinct, free hit. Walang tumatama sa kanya. And I think that's the key here for the side of Green KOALAS. They're letting Kaisaya actually just exponentially grow and scale up against the enemy team, and considering her scaling potential, getting those first 2 items is going to be very important. She did it very, very early into the game. So I think yun na yung key point eh. The defensive capabilities of Green KOALA in defending their ADC is top notch, and the free hits of Yvenne and Kaisaya was just absolutely perfect for their draft.
Yes, indeed. Hindi lang naman si Kaisaya ang dapat natin titigan doon. Also, si Riku doon sa Baron Lane. Yung Malphite kasi sinabayan niya sa pag-farm yung isang Fiora. We know naman pagdating doon sa ganong klaseng trade, mas lamang doon yung Fiora dahil mas tumatagal yung game, mas nag-scale yung isang Fiora Baron Lane natin dito. And kailangan dun sa AP Malphite, kailangan niya sumama dun sa mga clash dahil kailangan yung unstoppable force na meron siya dito. And then di lang yun, ang laking din pressure din talaga na nagagawa mismo nung early clash na meron tayo, even with the quadra kill, no, dun sa Orianna natin. Because of that, lumaki yung lamang mismo ng mid lane ng ating Green KOALAS. And di lang, after that, nag-snowball na sila no? Nag-snowball na sila, parang lahat ng clash lumalamang sila. And because of wukong din ni Angelailaila, dahil lang din siguro dun sa mga Baron Seal, also the Herald Seal, siguro kaya din sila tumagal sa laban na to.
Yeah, I mean, 2 objectives ata na steal nila ba? The very, very first dragon na steal ni Angelailaila. Then the Baron buff next was also na-steal ni Angelailaila. So I think that was absolutely perfect for their team. But I think the mistake on the second steal was talagang pinush pa nila. Na kumuha ng kill, kumuha ng trade-off, right? For the side of White Pandas. Wherein, if I were to actually just peek, I think dapat hindi na nila ginawa yun. Because you already have the Baron buff and you also have 4 members up in your team. So ang pwede mo gawin is to just go for the resets, buy some items, go for pressure.
Yes,
I think
indeed.
that's the important thing.
Tama yun kasi nasayang din kasi yung BR buffs, no, na nakuha mismo ni Angelailaila. But hindi lang yun, I think meron din pagkakamali rin dito si Hypebeks dun sa itemization na meron siya. Wala siyang lifesteal, wala siyang sustain na items dito, kaya siguro hindi rin siya tumatagal. Also yung positioning din talaga ng ADC, one of the very important na kailangan na i-mark dito ng mga players natin is yung positioning ng ADC natin pagdating sa mga clash, dahil sila yung may parang sila yung parang ace player natin eh. Pero eto na, Infinity, ating game number 2 between the Green KOALAS versus the White Pandas. Makakabawi ba sila Hypebeks, sila Kaisaya? Tingnan natin para sa laban na to.
Indeed, gotta be the question right now. Though important to take note, Kaisaya has brought her game face on with the Corki as their ADC for this game. We also have a Yasuo 06 power spike for Green KOALAS, Riku with a Teemo, Vambby DR with the Jarvan 4, and Yvenne actually digging out the Ziggs for their mid lane. For the side of White Pandas though, we have Fofi on the Vayne, we have Yasumeow on the Lulu, Hypebeks with the Orianna, Angelailaila with the Lee Sin, and Garen for a Bumbum.
Yes, indeed. And maganda. For the lineup Infinity, tingin mo ba sino ang lamang? Para sa akin feeling ko mas pabor ako dun sa lineup ng White Pandas because of the sustain na meron sila, especially that is a Lulu, no? And di lang yun, ang ganda rin ng crowd control nila. Maganda rin ng jungle nila with the Lee Sin. Kaya magbura or kaya din mag-setup para dun sa clash natin. And yung Garen din makunat din to pero ang problema kasi sa Garen, kalaban niya si Teemo.
So that's gonna be the first blood actually going to the side of Green KOALAS as we have more fights occurring into the fight. Fofi actually forced out the flash. Yasumeow low HP remaining. Warthog's actually falling back a bit. 1 HP remaining, still alive and barely breathing for the side of Green KOALAS, and they're happy to get first blood to their team. But succession in the mid lane, Hypebeks TV brings down Yvenne in a 1v1 individual matchup that we actually missed. And I do agree with your statement a while ago. right? White Pandas, in a sense, has the advantage, but I have two dilemmas. When you're talking about the early game, Green Koalas is gonna take it all. But White Pandas, when it comes to mid-game, late-game fights, that is their skating point, where you have the Vayne and you have the Lulu to set it all up with sustainability.
Yes, indeed. And as of now, kung makikita mo yung ginagawa dito ng Green Koalas, dito na natin nakikita yung map awareness mismo ni Kaisaya dito sa Dragon Lane. Nakita niya nagka-clash doon sa may river. So, ang ginawa dito ni Kaisaya with the core key, pumunta kagad siya doon sa clash. At di lang yun, because of that, nakakuha sila ng kill. Actually, muntik na mapatay yung Yasumeow, pero out of range yung ating Vayne. Pero look at this, Infinity, meron tayong clash na nangyayari.
Absolutely, but we just missed that fight, and I think that was actually a very, very good fight for the side of the KOALAS, right? The Yasuo, unexpectedly, is their jungler, right? So, in the 3-minute mark, wherein junglers are gonna be very important. So, going back for now, having Yasuo safe, yes, you didn't actually get any kills, but considering your jungler is still gonna be alive in terms of the next objective to come, that is gonna be very important.
Yes, tama yun. Tama yung sabi mo. Pero ano to sobrang nakakagulat to. Yasumeow, jungle. We know naman usually pag pick ng jungle more on na crowd control like the Bai, like the Wukong, like the J4. Pero ang Green Koalas, ibang klase ang ginagawa nila dito. Yasumeow jungle. And going to static shield, kung di ako nagkakamali, more on critical items ang ginagawa niya. Pero White Pandas, I think kailangan nilang gumalaw na kagad dito sa early game dahil we know naman pag game, delikado sila. And
I like what's happening right now as Hypebeks TV is gonna be locked it down into the cataclysm of Vambby DR, but we have a follow-up. We have a response from Fofi actually stunning out the Zig. Yvenne is actually forcing to back away. The ultimate actually connects, but the fight is not gonna be enough in favor of White Pandas. They're destroying enemy team lines. They're destroying the fight. And Angelailaila, actually a perfect time to go for the response, getting 2 more kills to their side. And now they're back into the game with the 1K gold lead, or 100 gold lead rather.
That is a good backup, no? Mula sa side ng White Pandas. At ngayon, Infinity, they want to get the first objective. So, kita mo naman yung damage na binibigay dito ng ating Yasumeow. And Infinity, mukhang may bakbakan na naman tayo.
Actually going for the ultimate, but the knockup is gonna connect. Actually, a very, very smart move coming in from White Pandas. Yasumeow is not gonna be available in the fight. Vambby is forced back away right now. 1 HP remaining. Kaisaya actually going for those free hits, trying to go for those safe plays, but it's not gonna be enough as well as they are missing 2 people in that fight. I like how Riku is doing though in the barrel lane. They're going for some split push.
Oo, ang kulit dito ni Riku, no? Ginagawa dito ni Riku, trabaho lang. Sabi ni Riku, wala akong paki. Kahit mag-clash kayo, basta ako, babasag ako ng tower dito. And kanina, dun sa DR box, dun sa DR rip natin, Infinity, onting-onti na lang yung buhay ng ibang miyembro ng White Pandas, pero hindi pa rin sila namatay because of the range na meron mismo ang Green Koalas. Maganda rin shockwave sa totoo lang ni Hypebeks, no? Para ma-deny rin dito si Kaisaya, para hindi rin talaga makapag-momentum sa damage dito si Kaisaya. And I think Kaisaya going to the Trinity Force, hindi ako nagkakamali.
Probably that is what's gonna happen. And I like how Jarvan 4 went in for the flag and spear onto the top hill, used up the blast cone, and that just enables White Pandas to go for that burst setup against Green Koalas. And speaking of setups though, Fofi is gonna wing for the stun against that. Yasumeow is gonna fall down. Kaisaya is gonna follow up. Vambby stasis to just delay the fight, but that is gonna be over as White Pandas just decimated Green Koalas in that team fight and securing the mountain break in the process.
Galing talaga, no, ni Angelailaila mag-secure ng mga objectives natin, at di lang objectives ang makukuha nila doon dahil meron din silang nakuwang kills. Kahit papano, as of now, Infinity, mukhang meron tayong clash na nangyayari sa top lane between the Garen, also the Timo, and kita mo naman si Bamba, hindi niya alam kung nasan ba yung Timo dahil nag-i-invisible itong maliit na Yordle na to.
Invisibility Jutsu! Riku! Timo! You're gone!
Oh,
yung jutsu ni Riku with the Timo right now. But the Rift Herald is now going to be initiated by Green Koalas. White Pandas doesn't have any idea because there is no information for them to actually get this information. But Hypebeks TV is gonna get that info. Rift Herald is gonna be right up. The Shockwave is potentially gonna steal this, but the Jarvan 4 went in for the smite, actually secured the Rift Herald. We have Riku versus Angelailaila going in for the 1v1 setup. And Kaisaya goes for the response as well. Flash in, goes for the damage output and not gonna connect and not gonna opt to go for the follow-up. Riku is here into the sidelines, and that is gonna be the ultimate popping off, and Yvenne is just there to pop up the GA against White Pandas. At this point, they're happy with the Rift Herald, they're happy with Objective 3.
Grabe, ang gulo ng clash doon sa Herald natin, no? Pero still, Green Koalas will get that objective. So, di lang yun. Napansin mo yung 1v1 ng ni Lizzie tsaka ni Timo. Kulang sa damage. I think kung meron pang konting items na damage tong Lizzie, siguro kanina papatay dito si Riku. And maganda rin ang ginagawa dito ni Hypebeks to zone out yung ibang champion ng Green Koalas. While the bottom lane, 1-on-1 pa rin naman ni Yasumeow, also the Garrett. Top lane natin yung Infinity, I think. Mukhang magkakaroon tayo ng clash.
Tiger Spear Cataclysm for Fofi actually getting locked up into the cage. But we have Riku and Kaisaya here just delaying the fight. And Vambby smart to go for the flash away. And secure the recall. And they're safe. They just delayed the flash. They just delayed rather the push of the wave into the Baron lane. But they wasted flash and the ultimate at the same time.
Oh! Muntik na, hindi tumama yung shockwave ni Hypebeks, but still, Angelailaila will get that kill mula sa side dito ng Green Koalas. That is a good initiate mula dito sa ibang miyembro ng White Pandas, but the top lane talagang gustong basagay nila Fofi and Yasumeow. Itong first torrent, well, yung first torrent kasi ang pinakamahalaga dito, the first blood torrent with the plus gold yan. Syempre, kung di mo nagkakamali, 100 plus ang binibigay ng gold sa buong teammates mo pag nabasag nyo yung unang torrent ng ating game. At magkakaroon na naman tayo ng another objectives, Infinity, in just little bit seconds. Pero mukhang may galawan dito ang White Panda, Infinity. Kinukuha nila yung Scuttler para ma-secure mismo yung buong river, which is a good strategy para dito sa White Pandas. While si Garen, talagang nakikipag one-on-one dito sa Riku.
Oh, Angelailaila actually diving in on the turret. Riku with the bomb going for the ultimate, securing the kill against Riku at that point. That is going to be the Baron laner versus the Baron laner. But we have the Rift Herald though in favor of Green Koalas going in for the first turret. And they're jumping right through. This is potentially going to the side of Green Koalas for the top first blood. And that is big money. 150 gold for every single one of Green Koalas. And Vambby DR is just happy to go for those early gold.
Ganda lang ginawa dito ni Vambby DR. Talaga nakapag-buy time siya kahit papano dito. Pero ang maganda kasi ginawa dito ng Green Koalas or ng J4. Nakuha nila yung first blood torrent dito even though na mamatay kagad yung Herald. At di lang yun, because of that, nakakuha sila ng extra gold at pwede pa nila makuha yung second objective of our game. And speaking of objectives, mukhang may objective dito si Kaisaya. That is a good delivery mula dito sa Corky, but this damage is still not enough mula dito kay Kaisaya. And Yasumeow and the Corky, also the rest of Green Koalas and the White Pandas. I think magkakaroon tayo ng clash dito. Infinity sa may bandang DR.
Bonbon is just too deep in the fight. He is gonna get picked off by Green Koalas at that point. And I think that was a mistake. He was in too deep in that fight. There was no response from the side of White Pandas and his teammates because they were not available even near against Green Koalas in the next. Angelailaila though has to go in for the sun, has to go for the dash away with the Cataclysm, has to connect. It's gonna be the Smite Ward, but the red team actually secures Cloud Dragon for the third Green Koalas. The Ward actually tries to go back away with the tornado walk. Yasumeow with the clutch blast. He is still safe, but he went back in. It is gonna be a kill for their team. Riku is forced back away for now as Fofi is jumping right through with the stun actually going in for the quadra kill against Green Koalas with Yvenne, the only one remaining for the side of Green Koalas.
Grabe, ang ganda ng positioning dito ni Fofi as a Vayne. Ang ganda rin ng mga ginawa mismong protekta ng White Pandas dun sa ADC nila. Take note guys, hindi tumama yung shockwave dito ni Hypebeks dun sa may bandang BR pit natin. Well, still, that is a good clash para dito sa White Pandas dahil because of that, nakakuha sila ng advantage kahit paano even though na hindi nila nakuha yung kanilang objectives. And look at the flash mula sa J4 natin mga kaibigan. Yasumeow with the low HP, that is a good growth mula kay Yasumeow to protect Hypebeks, no, para hindi siya mapatay mismo ng ibang miyembro ng Green Koalas, and that is an easy kill for the side of White Panda.
I mean, ideally, that was a smart move for Warthogs because that is like an Oriana kill for their team, right? But he didn't expect that his teammates were just too far behind, so there was no support. And at that point, when you're a jungler, you're needed in terms of every single point of the game, every single point of the map. And when you just get killed like that, I think that is gonna be a problem for them. So right now, Green Koalas is at a 12 kill deficit with around 9k gold lead going to the side of White Pandas as well. Gonna be a very interesting question on how Green Koalas is gonna put themselves back up and evenly matched up against White Pandas in terms of gold.
Yes, tama ka doon. And gaya nga sabi mo, malaking lamang ng gold ng pagdating sa White Pandas. And I think sa BR Buffs tayo magkakatalo dito. If ever na nakuha ng Green Koalas itong BR, sobrang laking sobrang laking ambag to para sa kanila, para mag-even dun sa goal natin. O hindi lang yun, baka nga maubos pa nila itong ibang miyembro ng White Pandas. Pero as of now, tamang positioning lang yung both teams natin because alam nila na ito na yung pinakamahalagang objectives of our game. And kita mo na yung ginagawa.
Yeah, I like it. Like the poking capabilities of Hypebeks TV puts Jarvan 4 HP into 1/3 damage already, even before the fight actually occurred against them. So White Panda is thinking very, very smart. Let's think about security. Let's think about risk-free gameplay. And that is what is smart for the side of White Pandas. But right now, Warthog is actually diving into the matchup with a Cataclysm and actually connects to Yasumeow. Yasumeow goes for the flash away onto the hill. Yasuo is actually getting killed by Fofi. Kaisaya went in for the flash away. Fofi tried to catch up. It's gonna be the damage output. True damage secured by Yvenne against Kaisaya. And Kaisaya falls back down onto the ground. Got a 4-kill lead. But fight is not gonna be over. Making a zing. Getting killed by White Pandas. 2 members remain for Green Koalas. And they're gonna secure another turret into the Baron lane. Baron Nashor is still gonna be up, but they opted to go for the inhibitor turret, which I think is gonna be much smarter because you have the Jarvan 4, you still have Riku to the side of Green Koalas. And at that point, you have the wave pushing in your favor. So why not utilize this aspect of the game and get that inhibitor turret securely so that you can have that natural lane pressure in your favor. So smart move right now for the side of White Pandas. Redemption actually getting information to the side of Green Koalas as we have Vambby actually trying to secure, but we have the red team go for the dash away, stealing the Baron Nashor. That is gonna potentially bring them back into the game. But the question would be is if they could stay alive to actually go and utilize the Baron Nashor at this point, as we have Kaisaya actually falling down. The Mega Infernal Bomb actually securing one more kill for their side. But we have Fofi going for the stun against Yvenne. That is another kill for the White Pandas. Green Koalas, single member remaining for their team. And I don't think that Vambby could defend this perfectly. The test timers are just too far up for Green Koalas to make a defense at this point in the tier 2 turret into the mid lane. But I think Jarvan 4 is actually trying to think of something. What is going to happen next is going to be very important for their team, as the Infernal Drake is going to be alive in this fight. And that is a very, very important objective at this point in the game. The late game is going to state it all, and White Pandas has taken advantage of every single aspect that they could have in the early to mid game. And yun nga nasabi ko guys kanina. White Pandas will have the advantage if they go to mid-game late game fights. You have Fofi as the Vayne, and you have Yasumeow as the sort of sustainability support for the Fofi to just go for free hits, to just go for scale. And when you're considering that Fofi has the ultimate as well, he goes the invisibility time frame, right? And that invisibility is actually putting you up into Green Koalas thinking of where should we target? Who should we target? Right? That just confuses Green Koala's mind on what to do next. So I think that is a smart move right now for the side of White Pandas, and having to secure the Infernal Drake as well in their team is actually very big. 20k gold lead for them right now. Fofi with a BRK, Fofi with a GAIE as well with a Battle Dance. That is huge damage. And if you're looking at that one shot for Fofi is gonna bring Warthog's HP into 1/5 of a damage. A very smart move right now for White Panda, securing a lot of objectives right now. But Riku into the Dragon lane is actually going for some split push. This can be utilized by White Pandas into the mid lane, go for some kills and finish the game. But they're opting not to go for that one, and they're going for sort of a defensive play, and Vambby actually going for the Flag and Spear. No connection, no follow-up. It's still going to be stalemate right now for White Pandas and Green Koalas. So right now, we're just waiting for a mistake to happen. I think White Pandas is looking for an opportunity to actually decimate the enemy team in terms of their HP. And Green Koalas is waiting for the right time to actually have a mistake for White Pandas to then go for the counter attack. Then go for the counterplay against their enemy team. I think that is what Green Koalas is doing right now. They did it in the past, and I see no reason why they couldn't do it again today. Bum is pushing into the Baron lane, so this is going to be the member advantage for the side of Green Koalas. It's going to be the Shockwave connecting to Vambby at this point, but the Wind Wall actually secures their lives. They're still safe and breathing. But Bum, the Garen of White Pandas, split pushing into the Dragon lane. Gonna be very important. This is the only tier 2 turret remaining for the side of Green Koalas. If they secure this, that is gonna open up the bottom side jungle for the side of White Pandas against the enemy team. Now, considering that the Baron Nashor is gonna be available in this fight, this is potentially gonna be the source of the matchup, the team fight for these two teams. If this is gonna be the Fisher remove for the side of White Pandas, or is it gonna be the counter play for the side of Green Koalas? So that is going to be the question that needs to be answered right now, as White Pandas is initiating the Baron Nashor. Now we have the ward actually getting information for the side of White Pandas. That is going to be Warthogs actually diving right in. It's going to be the blue team slaying down Baron Nashor. There's no steal that has been made, and Green Koalas is in a bit of a stretch right now, as Fofi actually went in for the flash. Warthogs actually in danger right now, with Fofi securing another more kill to the side of White Pandas. Fofi just decimating the enemy team with kills, with true damage potential, and Fofi just jumping all around, getting kills in there. Then and that is gonna be the game number 2, going to the side of White Pandas with a lot of weight pushing right in from the Baron lane. Advancing for stasis, just delaying the fight. Vambby is forced to back away for now with a damage out to the bun. That is so high up there. And now White Pandas is gonna secure game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 games on a 1-to-1 standard.
Yes, indeed, Infinity. That is a good clash mula dun sa VR buffs, no? Nakuha kagad dito ng White Pandas yung VR buffs, which is yung isa sa may pinakamahalagang objectives dito sa ating game. And after that, in-snowball na kagad nila pupunta dun mismo sa base ng Green Koalas, because wala na rin talagang natitirang champions eh. Yung, si J4 na lang yung natitira doon, and we know naman hindi naman kaya mag-defend ng isang J4 dito sa ating laban. And well commended, no, si Fofi as a ADC or yung ating base mismo dito sa ating game. 14-0-9 yung kanyang standing. Sobrang laki. Wala siyang death dito sa ating buong game.
Absolutely. So what can you say about how Fofi actually just, free hits, takbo-takbo lang siya sa tabi-tabi? What can you say about their team coordination at this specific game that we've seen so different from game number 1?
Ito kasi mahirap sa side ng Green Koalas. Wala silang panghuli dito kay Fofi after using the final R and the tumble. We know naman pag nag-final R and tumble, invisible kagad dito yung ating Bane. And with the combination of Yasumeow as a Lulu, sobrang ganda ng pwedeng pang-protekta dito sa Bane. Parang pwede natin sabihin na all eyes on Bane eh. Siya lang yung titignan mismo ng White Pandas eh. Pag may nag-go dito kay Bane, suportahan kagad ng buong tropa niya. And for the side of Green Koalas, I think siguro sa lineup din talaga na nagkatalo. Kailangan siguro nila lang more on champions na may luck hero like Bai or Wukong. Kasi yung Bane, kasi yung J4 minsan delikado pa eh, no? Minsan tagilid pa eh.
Yeah. So, yun ang nga sabi ko kanina, diba? Yun yung nga sabi natin kanina, Berting. When it comes to the early game, it's definitely gonna go to the side of Green Koalas. But when you have the advantage in mid-game, late game, Fofi is just gonna decimate the enemy team. True damage all around, crit damage all around. You have the sustainability, you have the invisibility time frame na meron sa skill set ni Yvenne. So, I think that's just something that you need to respect in terms of the late game fights. And Green Koalas just delayed it throughout the series into the late game so that Yvenne could just scale out against the enemy team.
Yes, indeed. At hindi lang yun, no? Ang ganda rin talaga ng mga gameplay ng Koala. Parang sync na sync sila dito sa game number 2. Kumbaga nag-test the water din sila nung game number 1. Then nung game number 2, doon sila bumuhos dito as a good team. And for the side of dun sa teammates siguro nila dun sa buong team ni Kaisaya, siguro nagkatalo lang talaga dun sa champion lineup because of the Baron lane na meron sila also sa jungle. Kasi kung para mo Timo pagdating sa late game, feeling ko mas parang sobrang tagilid, no, dahil parang wala siyang tulong pagdating sa Team 5 unless matapakan yung mga mushroom ng team natin.
Absolutely, Berting Magiting with the spot on analysis. But of course, this is supporting the cause of WWF. If you also want to support WWF, you can donate through various ways to do so, which is actually going to be presented on screen right now. So one way to donate to WWF is via pay bills on USSD. Dial *143 hashtag and enter 9 to pick GCash. Click reply on the top right. Input 5 and click reply on the top right for pay bills. Input 3 for by search and click reply on the top right. Input WWF and click reply on the top right, and input 1 and click reply on the top right to access the WWF biller. The next way to donate to WWF is via transfer money in the BPI app. Go to transfer tab, then tap on transfer money, then tap transfer to third party, then fill out the details. WWF BPI account is 199-3052194. Double check the details, then tap confirm. Third way of donating to the WWF via send money on the BDO app. Go to send money tab, then tap on to any BDO account, enter the donation amount and the WWF BDO account 00421-000-3967, then tap continue, then lastly double check once again the details, then press continue. Another way to donate if you don't have BDO, BPI, or USSD is PayPal app. In the home screen, tap send. In the search tab, enter donations at wwf.org.ph, then enter the donation amount, then tap next. And lastly, another way for you guys to donate to WWF via pay bills on the GCash app. Open GCash and click on pay bills, scroll down and click on other, and lastly scroll down and click on WWF. If you donate, you are helping the provision of 100 education module para sa Filipino students.
And ganun lang kasimple guys, mag-donate para suportahan mismo ang ating Earth Hour. Syempre, sa mga gusto pang magtumulong dito sa Earth Hour Showmatch, madali lang naman, simple way. All you have to do is share the stream of TPGL or ating broadcast dito para ma-encourage nyo yung ibang mga kakilala na mag-support dito mismo sa Earth Hour Showmatch. Nakita nyo na yung game number 2 between the white PANDAS versus green KOALAS. And that is a 1-1 score and very exciting, no? Sobrang dikit ng laban nila, Infinity. Sobrang ganda.
Sobrang close and sobrang intense. And of course, this wouldn't be possible without the support of PPGL, Mineski Philippines, Globe, and Riot Games. And of course, maraming salamat rin sa WWF. Thank you very much for organizing this wonderful event for a good cause.
Yes, sa mga nanonood din na sumusuporta mismo dito sa ating broadcast. Maraming salamat din po sa inyo, sa mga influencer, also sa mga pro teams, no, na sumali dito sa showmatch natin. Maraming salamat. Very appreciated, guys. And syempre, wag kayong huminto na suportahan mismo ang ating nature. All you have to do, syempre, magpatay kayo ng kuryente pag di nyo ginagamit. Para hindi magalit ng magulang nyo. Tsaka syempre, para maano rin din ang ating Earth.
Grabe. What a day, Berting Magitay. What a fun series of match it has been. I think it more than winning the matches, lahat nag-enjoy talaga sa paglalaro para sumuporta sa Earth Hour.
Definitely, I agree. At sana enjoy rin ang viewers natin. Congrats sa Team A and Team B for winning. And congrats rin sa atin, sa gamers for helping to speak up for nature ngayong araw at sa mga susunod pa.
Maraming salamat sa teams and esports personalities na nag-participate. And of course, sa viewers, salamat sa lahat na nag-suporta, nag-donate, or nag-share ng stream for tonight.
And speaking of thank you, I would like pasalamatan din ang PPGL, Mineski Philippines, Globe at Riot Games for supporting this fundraising initiative for WWF. By the way, you guys can still donate para sa provision ng 100 education modules para sa Filipino students. And all you have to do, guys, pumunta lang po kayo sa www.bit.donate for Earth Week for step-by-step guide. And syempre, hindi lang yon parang infinity, no? Marami pa tayong ways para makapag-donate para dito sa Earth Hour Showmatch.
The link is presented in the comment section down below. So if you are willing to donate for the provision of 100 Filipino students for education modules, feel free to do so. Today is really one of a kind experience for me rin. Biro mo, sinong mag-aakalang magkakastayan ng games ng, diba, ng intense ang labanan, Nexplay Esports versus Sunsparks with the rematch. Tapos meron tayong influencer showmatch which was absolutely wonderful na, syempre, pinita sa ating PPGL Philippines Globe and Riot Games. So of course, thank you very much sa nakaisa during the Earth Hour in turning off the lights, electricity, and power, in conserving energy for Mother Nature.
And sobrang agree ako sa sinabi mo, Infinity. Alam mo, sobrang grateful din talaga, no, na makasama bilang shoutcaster dito sa ating showmatch. Nakita natin kung paano maglaro yung mga influencer, yung mga pro teams sa mga exhibition nila. Lahat tayo napasaya nila. At di lang yun, sana napasaya din namin kayong mga nanonood. And sana nakakita rin kayo ng mga exotic pick para dito sa showmatch natin.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure indeed in casting WWF Earth Hour Showmatch for you guys. Maraming salamat ulit sa mga nakanood at sa mga nag-donate. Again, I'm Infinity and with me is Berting.
Marami pang abangan guys dito sa PPGL dahil open na pala ang registration para sa Wild Rift C-Series PH Summer Season. Kaya kita-kits na lang din. Stay safe and good night.
Physically be together shoulder to shoulder, but we are together screen to screen.
When we all unite, we can overcome the most difficult of challenges.
Join me and millions around the world
To speak up for nature and show we care.
We are in this together.
I'm switching off for Earth Hour because I think our planet is worth fighting for.
Join us on the 27th of March at 8:30 p.m. for Earth Hour and Speak Up for Nature.
No more complicated requirements. You only need one ID to open a savings account on GCash. Start saving with just a few taps on your phone. You only need 1 minute to open a savings account on GCash.
Why don't you watch me do my thing? Reinvent and show the world, yeah. Choose to be more, choose to be better, choose to evolve, choose to evolve, choose to be more, choose to be better, choose to evolve, choose to evolve. Every time the world spins round, reinvent 360. Thinking you gon' miss a good thing, yeah. Show the whole world, reinvent. Nobody to know something is strong. You watch me do my thing.
Take it to the next level with Globe's fiber, LTE advanced, and 5G mobile connection. Now you have the power to reinvent your world. Globe.